Man, good day, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Good evening. My name is Jerome Bracey. I'm your host of the Solution Based Group. And today we are going to rebel against remedial rhetoric. It's the same every day. We rebel against remedial rhetoric. We want to make sure that things that you're talking about, you're not just regurgitating because you heard somebody else say it. We want to make sure your thoughts are your thoughts. And you must substantiate it. Absolutely, you have to substantiate it. And today, we are going to talk about the difference between emotional immaturity is it's like the new cool. It's like everybody enjoys the emotional immature human being. It's like the cool thing to fucking do is to lose your cool, scream, yell, and say wild, weird shit, say the most egregious thing that you can fucking think of, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent, if it's true, false, it does not matter. People could just say anything and do whatever they want. It's no consequences. And make sure you say hello. So we want to start our evening with each other with great productive energy. So when I say good evening to you, make sure you say back, good evening all. Say it right back. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of emotional immaturity what's the word I'm looking for? What does it get? It seems like people, the more immature they act, the more like reward they get. It's like the person that's doing the right thing and working hard, they get looked over. It kind of reminds me of someone like Mowry, for example. Like to me, Mowry is somebody that seemingly looks like she is emotional immature. That man that she was married to didn't give her no problem. You know, we don't like to waste each other's times. We get right into it. We jump into it. We start hitting the like button. We hit the share button. We get to start talking. So I ain't got no time to waste. I don't want to waste your time. Your time is valuable, and you decided to hang out with me. So I appreciate it. You could be anywhere else in the world, and you decided to be with me. So I appreciate that. And so, you know, we got Tia Mowry, right? Like she was in a great, beautiful relationship. And this woman said within her marriage, she never said this man did anything wrong to her. What she said was that being married to this man was like a curriculum. And then just like a curriculum, you grow, you learn, you build things, you learn things about yourself. And then you got to graduate. It's a celebration, bitches. Good day, see through you. That's what she said. It's a celebration. She said, hey, it's a lituation. That's what she said. And to me, she lacked the maturity of that relationship that they was having. What up, Victoria Swan, Chat Mafia? What it do? Yes, I talk about a bunch of things. I talk about human beings lacking maturity, just like you just did. Show your lack of maturity. God damn it. And what I'm saying is that, you know, somebody like Tia Mowry that was with a good man, like we still don't know why she actually divorced this man. And in my opinion, I think that's just lack of immaturity is why she decided to divorce this man. She said she graduated from the goddamn relationship. But now that she's out there, what up, Dante? And now we see that him, I think his name is Corey. Corey, he showed a lot of emotional maturity. You feel what I'm saying, Haitian forever? The reason why he showed a lot of maturity because that man never said not one bad thing about his wife or his ex-wife, whichever one you want to call her. Never said nothing bad about it. He held all of that goddamn, whatever he was going through, he kept it to himself. He dealt with it behind the scenes, and he never said not one bad thing about that woman. That shows how he has emotional maturity, and she went out there and she pretty much bashed that man everywhere she went, even though she broke up with him. That is that goddamn emotional immaturity. But guess what? She was the one. What up, Joe? She was the one that got all the goddamn love. She got all the goddamn interviews. She got all of the attention. She got all of the backup. Nobody, it was no place for that man. He said himself, it was no place for that man to go out there and just express himself, because he'd have went out there and expressed himself. That showed his maturity. If he would have went out there, they would have called him all types of shit. Even though this man didn't do anything, right? People were still bashing him. I feel like he did something to her. Like he never cheat. It was no scandals. She simply just did it because she just liked the maturity, and it's weird to me. And so that's just one example. But also we got the lack of immaturity with just people on the way how they act. You feel what I'm saying? Ignorant TV, just the way how they act. What am I talking about? We are talking about maturity versus immaturity. So, what are some things that a mature person would do? They were is having skills to react appropriately to situations and control pesky emotions. So, emotionally mature folks, they have conflicts with grace. They sit down, they discuss issues calmly, and own up to their part in the drama. That is something that emotional person does. That is mature about it. One that has immaturity, right? On the other hand, it's like they are a rebel without a fucking cause. Do we know somebody in this space that's like that? Just a rebel without a fucking cause whatsoever. They always express emotions without restraint, gone all out of disproportions. It's like a fucking toddler in a goddamn restaurant, a fancy fucking restaurant, just on the floor screaming, yelling, kicking and screaming. What's wrong with you? Get your ass up off the floor. And when conflict hits, emotionally immature peeps get defensive, deny. They deny their wrongdoing. They were just, they just act all strange as shit. What up, Sexy Red? What up, Mel? You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. So I got this video as well. And I just was just like, this shit is weird to me. It is just so crazy. What up, Drip Show? And it's just so weird to see so many emotionally immature people get so much praise and love. They always use goddamn crazy ass fucking hypotheticals instead of using your real life experience. Tell me what you've been through. When we having a conversation, when I'm having a conversation with people, I tend to give my experience as much as I possibly can outside Tanisha. That's what I try to do as much as I can. And if I don't have no experience and I don't know what the fuck it's talking about, I shut my ass up, Lord ADS. I don't say a goddamn word. When somebody's talking some bars that I have no idea about, I have no experience about it, I let them go. If I don't have information, I don't just start lying on people. I don't just start making shit up as I go along, and hopefully something sticks on the fucking wall. Let me just keep throwing slanderous things at some fucking body else. It's crazy. It's wild. What is your experience? Can you please tell me what the hell's going on with your life? I think it's so weird that so many people in the internet spaces, they just be able to just create this following and this cult-like following around them when they have no experience of life whatsoever. Like this goddamn plumbing guy. We can see this person is an emotional, immature human being. He's a fucking liar. He cannot own up to the shit he do, even though he got caught red-handed still to this day. He keep on moving and acting like somebody else did something to him. This shit is fucking crazy. We got other people that just be out there just running their fucking mouth with no fucking life experience, and we don't see it. Where is your gradual steps to be some fucking body? It's weird. Can you please just show me your graduate stuff? Show me that you graduate something. Show me your fucking high school diploma at least. Show me that you got your goddamn associates, bachelor's, master's, something. Show me you got a job within the last 10 days. Yeah. What you talking about, Mel? I said 10. At Sharon, folks, problems don't know you're on. I accidentally caught it. 10 day is crazy. But I did see this goddamn video. Hold on, let me pick it up. So I forgot to put it because I got to get adjusted to my own goddamn schedule. Kids just would sleep. It's working on a goddamn day for the man every night and day. Hold on, I got this goddamn video. Hold on, I want to talk about this lady. Let's see what this lady talking about. Hold on, let me share my screen. Do this and do that. All right, so I want to share the screen. I want to know what is y'all thoughts on this young lady. All right, let's get it. Oh, can't hear her.
I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating Black men.
Shit. I didn't know she was going to start that way. All right, so she is so effing tired. At least she didn't curse. She is so effing tired of all the emotions with dealing with dating a Black man. Shit. Damn. That's a lot already. What you mean next? I want to know, what emotional labor do you think this woman is talking about? What the? Why are y'all putting these goddamn women through so much goddamn pain and trauma? Labor is a job. Working for the man every night and day. All right, let's keep it moving. Shit. Okay, emotional labor.
I am so tired of the lack of commitment.
Who? Tired of lack of commitment. Is this a truthful thing? Are Black men afraid to commit to their Black woman? Because y'all love to make it about race, even though I don't think it'll have anything to do with race. I think it just have something to do at the time in this point. I think it's just men, period. I don't think it's really a racial thing, to be honest with you. I think most of these things, Sugar Bum, is just a lot of people are just afraid because of the remedial rhetoric of people that doesn't have any results is out here talking shit. And it ain't enough of people with actual results out there combating it so people can see, all right, we got this side of the story versus this side of the story. I don't know who this lady is. Lord ADS says he knows who she is and she be cooking, so I don't know. All right, but let's keep it moving. It's very interesting. Lack of commitment is weird to me already. Let me also drop the link so we can all have a conversation because it is late at night. So I don't want to, so let's do this. I'll put it here. If anybody want to hang out with me and join with me and let's build this conversation together, let me do this as well over here. All right, so the link is pinned. Y'all need to hit that like button. Y'all need to hit that share button. I appreciate that. That really helps out a lot. God damn it. Let me put this in too. All right. Okay, there we go. Now everything is moving how it's supposed to move. So let's keep it moving. Okay, young lady, go ahead.
The lack of support,
Damn.
The lack of encouragement, The lack of money.
Shit. Do we lack all those goddamn things? Well, we know the money thing, we are getting better at it, even though we got a far way to go. We are not at the bottom, but we damn near there. So we are number 2 from the bottom. Lord, that's crazy. They got the Latinos than us. Shit. So yes, we need to do better with getting this money together. So that's what we could provide and protect our goddamn women. That's a problem. Shit. Is she cooking, y'all? What's up? What y'all think?
Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing.
Tell me one thing.
My interest in dating another black man is like 1% at this point.
Ooh. Wow. All right, so now she is at 1% of talking about she is going to date a black man. 1%. So she has so much horrible dates that she is not, and we know that this happens often. Like just last night, we had somebody in the comments, Robin, saying like, "Hey, I ain't never doing this again for no man ever." So people do hold on to traumatic experiences that they have within a relationship. It's very hard to let it go. You got to go through therapy. You got to get some goddamn help. You cannot, once you dance with the goddamn devil, the devil's not going to change. You are the one that changes. And you cannot allow somebody to have that much control of you that you change your core value system. No, you can't do that. That's crazy. Victim Olympics. No, they cannot build. They might build a house in 3 days, but it's going to fall down in the 5th day because they was all drunk. I know. I be seeing them. They be drinking on the goddamn all the time on the job site. Robbing them. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that share button.
They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together. And then they don't want to support us in return. They don't want to commit to us. They don't.
So that is that's very interesting. So they want you to, so she's saying the people, clearly she must have done gave out some money in her day too. She must have helped out a couple of black men and sent them a little $60, maybe a little $20,000 before. I don't know. It sounds like she helped somebody. She sounded like she helped out some poor black man get up off his goddamn couch one day. And then as he was growing up and he became that rose that grew out the concrete, he turned on her. He didn't give her no goddamn commitment. He didn't give her no goddamn money. He didn't give her no ring. Lord. She's saying that these men is a piece of shit. And no matter what, when you build into them and you give them all these things, they turn they fucking back on you. Shit. But I don't know if it's a gender thing. I think it's a character thing. I think men and women both do this shit, to be honest with you. I do not see this as a gender-based situation. This is just a character flaw that some people just tend to overlook because they want to be the fucking hero so bad and save somebody else, and they just want to get appreciated for saving somebody else. They want to say, I saved my partner. I pulled my partner up. My partner was down at the bottom. My partner was smoking weed all day, drunk on the couch, living in the hood, no haircut, barely could afford brand new glasses. That's what they, and they say, hey, and now after I done cleaned this person up, now they got a successful job. They smell good. They're not drinking and smoking as much. They lovely. They back in the house and they always smiling, having a good time. So I don't think this is a fucking I really don't believe it's a gender thing. Even though I understand somebody done hurt this goddamn lady. So therefore she said she's only going to be dating. She's 1% dating another black man. I get it. But it happens on both sides. Because that's why I brought up, I think it's interesting. So like when I thought of this whole emotional immaturity versus emotionally mature person, I thought of Tia Mowry. I think she is describing her as well. She didn't build up Corey. She left him. And her ass got built up, pushed up out there. Shit. Goddamn.
Don't want to marry us, but then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us.
Ooh. Damn. That's kind of crazy when you think about Welcome to the show, Lord ADS. Good day, sir. How you doing?
Well, brother, how you doing? How you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, thank you. I appreciate that. What's your thoughts so far?
Let's start off by saying that's a beautiful black woman. That is a very pretty black. That's a beautiful black woman.
Mm-hmm.
But it's part of the more recent challenges that we face in society, right? When it comes to certain things, it's just nowadays instant gratification, the age of the internet, all that stuff plays a part in how people perceive things, right? Especially if they're attractive people. So they have multiple options doing multiple things. So at one point where you would say, okay, they're forced to learn certain things and to grow up and to learn compromises, right? How things should work in a relationship. Nowadays, that's not learned as much as, saying that when things get to the point where they're challenging, you should move on. That's what people are preaching and teaching nowadays, right? So
I hear that. However, I see. Go ahead, keep going. I got a lot of thoughts. Go ahead. Let me put it together. Go ahead.
There's a big difference between IQ, which you generally know from your book smart, and EQ. A lot of people lack emotional intelligence, right?
Very true. Because
they don't have to deal with it as much, at least efficiently, right? Most people live their lives and meet people nowadays on the internet. So, at one point you had to learn your partner, learn how she worked, how things were, right? And she had to learn you. Nowadays, that's being influenced so heavily by others because there are so many circles nowadays that it's hard to really keep a relationship, I would say functioning and intact. Not like yesteryear, at least, where you were actually, say, a solemn couple and it was just you two and you were building from the inside out. Now, everything's built from the outside in and it's causing complications.
What up, Truth? So my only issue that I'm having lately, right, is like when I'm hearing this young lady speak, and like how you said, beautiful young lady, seems like she's communicating without cursing, so she seemed like she got a decent head on her shoulders, at least from the clip so far. And she's saying she poured so much into whoever her past was, whoever this person was that hurt her in this way, and then she gets left in behind. No commitment, no proposals, no marriage. Do you think this is happening because men are starting to conjugate more with each other? And it's actually detrimental to men? Because usually from the men that I know growing up, most of those men was kind of solitude. They had maybe like 3 to 5 friends tops, but they didn't conjugate a lot. They wasn't going, and when they did hang out with each other, they wasn't talking about how a woman was effed up. They was talking about their job, how they gonna make money, who's cooked the best burgers, what basketball, when you got punched in your face. They was talking about stories of their real life. I didn't hear a bunch of men. I never heard, even in barbershops growing up, I never heard a group of men conjugating and talking about how, damn, I got beat up by my woman emotionally.
I think it works both ways.
Shit.
I think that women are doing that when they run their little circles. They're bashing men, and a lot of women are falling victim to that influence. And I think men are bashing women, and they're also falling victim to that influence in these circles, right? A lot of guys out here, Sharon, can we say something out loud and not get ourselves in trouble with this?
Hopefully.
They're not us. They're not the X generation. They're not us. Remember, when we growing up, you had to go out and talk to women. Remember, you had to learn those social skills. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, these new cats are so sheltered. They don't leave the house. Kids don't go outside and play anymore because they're all on the internet or playing games on their PS5,
So yes, I do think it is a group of young men that are playing video games. So that's what I'm saying. So how did that turn like that? So when did we started want to always be in groups all the time? To me, being in a group situation was always a female thing. Even we go into the animal kingdom, even though I understand we're not animals, even in the animal kingdom, men was kind of the lone wolf. It's only one lion as he's running his herd. Right now, all of a sudden, it is men grouped up with men crying about the herd, crying about the women, saying how they can't get this woman instead of doing what they got to do and self-reflect and build themselves up and move properly. They are communal, and women are the ones that's supposed to be goddamn communal, not us. How did that happen?
Feminized. That's part of the Obama effect. That's part of the Obama effect. Unfortunately, that's a big part of that. With some of the policies he put in place and some of the guidelines for kind of rearing and raising children, we've raised a generation of sheltered, spoiled brats. People who have these high expectations, but don't put a lot into performance-wise their expectation. You know what I'm saying? They don't get out and do these certain things to get what they want. What they do is they hope it's like a movie or something on the internet that they could just go out and get it, right? I mean, almost instantaneously upon thought versus having to earn it. But that works on both ends of relationships, though.
What you mean it works on both ends?
Women do the same thing nowadays. Men and women are doing the exact same thing to each other.
So you saying women? So you saying men are doing the same thing that women are doing, or women doing the same thing that men are doing? Because that is a difference for me.
Both are bidirectional and both are correct.
And that's when it becomes a problem for me. I do not believe that men need to be retaliating towards women. We should not be sassy towards women. We should not be moving in the same way that they move. We should not be going tick for tat like women do, right? Or with our women, I should say. This is why I think that when I think of this emotional intelligence versus immaturity versus maturity, right? This is why I think of Tia Mowry, is that to me, she was being the immature one in this situation, right? Nothing happened. She was, what up, MJ? She was just she was in her feelings. She broke up with her husband, no good reason. Everybody in the world was speculating on why this man was being divorced by this beautiful woman, what happened. And this man stuck in he moved in his masculinity, cried alone, got through it the best way he can. And he kept stoic. He just didn't complain. He didn't fucking cry and fuss about it and make a big deal about it. And it shows that that is the proper way to be. We cannot be out here crying, fucking victim and complaining as men saying, what about the women's? The women's did this to me. I can't get a woman to submit. I can't get a woman to get on my program. I don't make enough money for a woman to do this. I don't make enough of this. I can't do enough of that. That shit has to stop. We got to get men to understand that this whole communal energy, this whole tit for tat energy, this shit does not work for men in the long run.
Amen. Continue.
It's just a horrible attribute to do. When I keep seeing men complain, they always want to compare themselves to a woman. Any situation, they want to say, okay, so you telling me if your homegirl come to you and said, this man, he beats on women and he cheats on this woman, and you know, she asks you for advice, should I date this man? And everybody's going to say no. As we should. And then I heard them say another hypothetical is the other way around. So it got this woman, she met you and her, y'all cheated. She cheated on her husband with you. Would you go ahead and tell that man to continue to date that woman? And the answer is like, it depends.
No, it's yes. It's yes. You stole her, now you have to keep her.
I think my person is ready. Hold on. Welcome to the show. And it seems like a lot of these people, they just don't understand that there's different nuances when it comes to men and women and how we choose our effing partners. Good evening, Supreme Goddess, PA's Diva.
Good evening, sir.
How are we doing today?
Good. Look, how
Awesome.
you know that lady left her husband for no good reason? Just
she
you
left
don't
that
know
man for no good reason.
Just because you don't know the reason don't mean that she didn't have a reason.
That's exactly how you know she didn't have a reason, because
you got to know the reason. I mean, they have a private relationship.
Women do not hold that type of information back.
Some women have enough, concern for their kids or whatever to withhold that type of stuff and not go public with it to stir up a lot of scrutiny and whatnot. So, she may still, recognize that he's the father of her children. And so while she didn't, here we go. I'm finna have to cuss. While she didn't want to be with him, she didn't want no shit.
I'm waiting on your mom chicken too, by the way.
You should have told me that so I could have just canceled this whole order. Them children gonna be gone by the time I get over there. Every time I deal with you N-words at Popeyes. Every time. How long is it?
About to get like 10 minutes. Would you like
bro, no. Take this back and give me my money back. I'll get them something else.
No, I understand.
Lord. Oh.
Man, Popeyes, I'm trying to get some kids. I don't even know some food. And they told me 6 minutes for the macaroni and then gonna come when the macaroni supposed to be done and say, oh no, we gotta wait on the chicken too. Nigga. Anyhow, so the lady may have a very good reason. Namely, she got tired of being the primary breadwinner. And one thing about Black men is a lot of Black men are okay with letting the woman do most of the financial heavy lifting. And I think that that's a disgusting characteristic.
So now, PhD, but how do we know she was doing the heavy lifting with the marriage?
Because she had all the damn money. What that man was doing? He was doing well, first off, they told the story of how they got together, right? She picked him up from the bus stop. But
she did? No, I thought they met acting.
Yeah, they did, but it was like early in their careers. But remember, she came off of Sister. He was kind of a fledgling actor, and so yeah, after they had left the set one day, they were driving and saw him at the bus stop and pulled over and picked him up, and that's how they got to talking and whatnot.
They was teenagers, but go ahead.
I meant to ask too. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not coming in no damn side. Come on, Papa. Look, please give me my damn money back. I'm not finna deal with y'all tonight because y'all could have told me that and I could have just told y'all no. So now tell him he could come out here. Right, Popeye. See, and this is Black men I'm dealing with. The manager is a Black man.
He just manages the place. He don't cook the chicken.
Well, as the manager, he should have it's a damn chicken place. Why they always got to drop damn chicken?
It got to be at a certain temperature.
Man, get out of here. But yeah, so she picked him up on the side of the road. That's how they got, to talking and started getting to know each other. But like, she's still getting royalties off Sister. And her sister always had, stuff coming in. Like, he has always been kind of like a struggling actor. So yeah, she was the financial breadwinner. That's why she got the damn house. It wasn't even a question because that was her house.
But oddly enough, as soon as they broke up, he got another job. He's in a movie right now. So he was still working. He was on that TV show when he was like some kind of athlete or something. I don't know. He be doing stuff on BET. He was making a little bit of change. They wasn't poor. They wasn't starving for anything.
Right. Certainly they weren't starving. But, they were doing very well because of her. So, look, no woman want to be, very few women, I'll say, because some women are okay with it or seem to be okay with it, want to be the primary breadwinner and have a man who's kind of okay with letting her do all of that. Here come the manager. Okay, I'm finna have to, let me go on mute.
But see, that's the thing, Sil. So the fact that we know that this is how we know that he didn't do anything wrong. Right? Because we know with it being public, the way how she did, the way how she explained it, the way how she went and said, God damn it, I graduated we had a successful marriage and I just graduated. I learned and everything. And it was just time for me to celebrate and move on, get my goddamn divorce papers and go. That's how we know he didn't do nothing. She didn't say it's because, I wasn't unhappy. She said she was unhappy because she was putting other people first. Her friends, her kids, and then her husband.
Stop that.
That's what she said.
You're not going to.
That's what she said, I'm just going by her words. She said, I was not feeling like myself because I put my friends first, I put my kids first, and I also put my husband first.
Okay.
So he was the last on the totem pole, even though she's saying that she put him first.
Now there is levels to this, and to be honest with you, there have been quite a few videos out there of Tia trying to get Corey back. You know what I'm saying?
What video has she been trying to get him back?
She put something out 2 months ago when she was on Twitter, right? And let's keep it real too deep. But she ain't worth number $4 million. Corey worth $3 million. So it ain't like that. She's just doing so well that, you know what I'm saying?
I think she's worth a lot more than that.
The net worth, Google it.
Oh, okay. Google. Tell me what Fortune said. Nevertheless, unless she come out and say, hey, I want Corey back. Like, you know, y'all be kind of delusional, right?
Oh, hold on. Shit, Diva. Hold on. I just got a notification. Hold on. It's Tia Mowry. She's singing the song, Corey, I want you back. Corey, give me one more chance.
Oh my gosh.
Good,
I'm sure she is. But yeah, I'm sure she has a reason. I'm sure she isn't fickle enough to just throw away a however many decades long marriage for no damn reason.
For no damn reason. And we know because she said she graduated. She said, I'm going to graduate into singlehood and be by myself and cry about it. That's what she said. She said, it's so much fun crying and dancing on TikTok, trying on these goddamn, trying on these, what's the thing called when you buy the cheap clothes?
What? Shein.
She said, I'm gonna try on all these Shein outfits, make TikTok videos, and everybody gonna say how good I look at this old age. That's
look, but look, think about it. If she preferred that to being married to that nigga, then that speaks volumes.
And that's why she started singing that
according
song.
to The Sun, that she was actually trying to work things out with Corey. It's in the chat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She is starting to backpedal, Lord.
Who trying to backpedal? No, I still believe that she divorced him for a reason. No, I believe she divorced him for a reason. And that's the thing. Like, I've said this several times. You know, these married women don't make marriage to a lot of these men seem like an attractive option, right?
Damn.
They going through. And so, you know, who's signing up for that?
So at the same token, I would say, look, we got see, this is the real problem I have with it is that, okay, so we got Tia. She's the one she out there talking about she graduated from a marriage. But what about Tamara? Her sister, she's loving her husband.
Right, but what's the difference between
and he's worth a whole lot less more than
the difference is that one of them is quiet as kept. They say we are successful and we ain't gonna tell nobody. That's the difference.
Right, and it's a few other differences about the husband.
I think they both about the same height.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like the woman is making more money on both sides because we don't know what he really does. We don't even know what that man does.
His net worth is way lower than Tamara's is.
Right, so she's willing to allow him to make less money and still feel like the man of the house, and she say how much she loves him. I don't know what else can we say? What else are you saying is the difference, PhD Diva?
He probably got like better values than him. He was raised.
Just say the elephant in the room. He's a white man.
Damn, is he?
Yeah, he's a white dude. Yeah.
Absolutely not. He is not Caucasian. Tamara's not married to a Caucasian man. Stop.
Google it.
He is married to a white man.
Oh shit.
Yes. Oh shit! I know these.
So PhD, are you saying a black woman is more willing to take care of a white man than a black man?
Now I'm gonna tell you. Oh, here these babies go. Okay, hold on. Some of them are. They shouldn't be though.
So it don't have nothing to do with the man whatsoever. It's all about the color of his damn skin. So it's okay for white. What they said in the chat? I just read it. It's okay for white zaddy to be homeless. Workless and be a goddamn stay-at-home father, a house husband. It's okay for him to do it, but not your black ass. No, you better get out there and work. God damn it, you better work your fingers to the bone. Where is the love, PhD Diva? Where is the love, ADS? Where is it?
Well, to in this conversation, it's a little void because their father is white.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I just thought they was light skinned.
No, their daddy's white. He's a white man.
So you're saying the real reason why Tia can't stand Corey is because he doesn't represent the daddy enough?
Maybe not close enough to the tone. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, you know? It's like, no, this is true. This is true. As a light-skinned brother, I have experienced bias, okay? For being too light and too dark at times. Too light meaning if a woman's father is a black man, there's a very strong chance that, especially a dark-skinned black man, there's a very strong chance she's going to want another dark-skinned black man. She's going to favor them, especially if her father put a favorable impression upon her throughout her life.
But most
So
black women
it's not
don't
uncommon.
have fathers putting favorable impressions on them throughout their life. So
Say that again, please, Diva.
most black women don't have fathers making a good impression on them in their lives, right? I thought, wait, ain't this like a 70% out of wedlock birth weight, right? Isn't that what we talk about
80%
all the time?
80%, Diva. 80%.
Oh, okay,
You knocked
80.
off 10%. You
So
get
What happened to the what about the Williams sisters?
Okay, but he was there. He's part of that 20% that was there. I'm just saying most.
What about Janet Jackson?
Janet Jackson's, well, shit. He was there, but he probably shouldn't have been, right? If Catherine had any damn sense.
Let me see if I can keep going down this line.
You named two daddies that both sets of women hate. Joe Jackson and Serena Williams, that they hate the Prince. They hate that man. I mean, they don't like him. I mean, he lost his house Remember, they went put up a dime to keep it. The man had to relocate down in Florida because he lost his home. They went pay either one of them.
Thought about that before he cheated on his wife with a woman that looked just like his wife. Oh shit! And KFC ain't even open. Are you kidding me, bruh?
So you mean to tell me you went from the black chicken spot to the white chicken spot?
You see how the niggas was acting.
Oh, so you went from Tia to Tamara that quick, PhD Diva. Damn. She said this black chicken ain't chickening. Shit. But still in PhD, I think that Tia, she was very immature with her emotions. And that's why we don't know exactly what Corey did to make her so-called wanted to leave a successful marriage. This is her own words, and graduate into dancing for TikTok. We don't know what is really going on. And then now when she gets a little bit out of the game, she's talking about, damn, she didn't know the game was like that because she was courted and she liked the way how this was with him and him did this and him did that. And then she started crying, thinking about all the greatness this beautiful black man, this beautiful black God was giving her. And now she feels bad about it because she's out there in the day market dating Pookies and Ray Rays that ain't tall enough or make enough money. She felt bad about it, PhD, but that's how come we know she got buyer's remorse from the goddamn divorce because she want to be emotional, immature. And my man Corey, he was so emotionally mature that he didn't say a word. He cried inside. He put his 210 in the bucket and said, fuck it. Never said one thing bad about that lady, even though she be trying to hug him in public and shit. That's the problem, Diva. And I think men need to do a little bit more self-reflection instead of always want to cry together and have shoulders to lean on. You should not be crying on your homie, goddammit. At least not that long, ADS. If you go to your homie and say, hey, man, I had a bad breakup, you cry, you get it out that night, and then that's it. I better not see you cry tomorrow.
That couch, that bed get real cold at night. Let me do the song for you. So if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. I'm telling you, wait till tonight. Oh, but in reality, that couch is a whole lot colder to men. And you know what I'm saying? When you ain't doing no stabbing, it's guys, you know they ain't getting laid. You know they ain't getting no, because they angry, they moody, They they want to beat up on women, stuff like that. Talk bad all the time about it. Nobody no good because they ain't getting no pussy. Forgive me, Diva. I want to be respectful.
Why you want to be respectful now? You ain't respectful.
I've always been respectful
No,
towards
you have
you.
not. I heard you on somebody else's show, and see, this the thing with a lot of y'all men. Y'all want to present one image around certain people, but then when you're around a group of men, then you want to try to blend in with them, so you act totally different. I saw you on somebody else's show talking about how, as a 50-something-year-old man, you saw a bitch at the mall and she was so fine, you just had to get her number. I saw you.
40. You sure it was me, Diva? I'm 43. So
yeah, it was you. It was you. It was because I was very surprised to hear you talking like that.
Now, I will not deny. I will not deny. If I see a fine woman, a beautiful woman, it's hard sometimes not to how to say make a proclamation. Yeah, she was fine, and I saw her today at the mall.
But ADS, was she a fine bitch though?
Right, that was the issue. You referred to her as that bitch was so fine. That's what
that was a Sharon. Right? Now, just to be honest, that was a bad bitch, and just keeping it real.
There we go.
That's honest, Diva. You want to see that? There it is. You got me. You got me. Okay.
But here's the thing, ADS. A lot of people would mask their rudeness and they how they really feel with somebody, and they would call it the truth behind their back. It's that I was being truthful to you. That's why, because I really love you. No, you don't. You wasn't being truthful. You was being rude and mean and distasteful. And the reason why you was being distasteful because you was around a bunch of distasteful men, and so therefore you just felt with the energy because you knew it was acceptable there.
So I let my hair lay down, and Diva heard it.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you heard that, baby. I apologize to you if you were offended by my tone. But I probably did say it, so it is what it is.
Did you get the number though?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So you mean to tell me a fine ass bitch wanted a 43-year-old man number?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Child.
See, this is the problem, Diva. There's different types of men. All men are in competition for the same women. If you're 18, if you're 53, if you look, say if you out there, you're looking for the same women. So you got to make sure you're ready to compete. One thing about this new generation, no. Now you ask. Too many of these new guys, these millennials, these guys, these Ys and Zs, and this is just me saying it from my experience, right? You're too timid and you're too shy. These women are horny as hell out here.
What?
And y'all
what are you promoting, ADS? Are you promoting that these men should be promiscuous? We don't need no promiscuous men out there. We've seen what happened to promiscuous men. They turned into that goddamn Ninja Turtle plumber.
Well, the thing is, though, okay, yes, women want sex too, right? So there are horny women out here. But like the idea of being horny for a 43-year-old man's body is just like, I can't even wrap my mind around it. Like, who want to see a 43-year-old nigga naked?
One that look good, a lot of women want to see that, Diva. Now the big question is who want to see a 46-year-old woman's body naked?
It depends. Is she Nicole Murphy? Then apparently a lot of people do.
There you go. There you go.
Good point. But men don't
Holly Berry?
Stay in shape, right? Like that.
Exactly. You got to stay in shape, Diva. That's the big thing about it. You can't be eating KFC and Popeyes and that bullshit. You got to make sure you eat right, you live right.
Touche, my friend. Touche.
You do the right things, baby. If you do the right thing.
This is for some kids that I found at the park.
Don't lie to us. It's 10:30 at night. Where you gonna find kids at 10:30 at night to go feed chicken to?
You don't know what time zone I'm in, sir.
Don't BS. Don't BS.
Don't BS. Ain't no 43-year-old man worth me BSing for, sweetheart.
You about to get that 10-piece tonight. You about to pull it to the crib and you about to tear that shit up.
I don't even eat KFC.
So PNC, do you think Tia was emotionally immature though? By airing it out, saying how successful her marriage is, but she had to graduate from success to go to being single to now wanting to get back being married to her ex.
Well, I think, if she wasn't going to tell us the tea, then she should have just kind of kept it all under wraps and just, gave one of those generic, we ask for privacy during this time as our family adjusts to, you know what I'm saying? Like, just give us that and keep it moving.
But since she was a blabbermouth, is she emotionally immature?
I don't know about that because I don't know why she left the man.
That's why we know she's full of shit.
Man, no. I refuse.
Ain't no black woman, according to these YouTube streets, going to just break up with her husband without telling us.
Well, that's an untold truth. That black women divorce at what, 80%?
It's just women. What I understand is just women in general, they divorce at 80%.
No, they file for 80% of the divorces are filed by women, but that don't mean you divorce at 80%. Yeah. The divorce rate is very high for black men and women, right? Mm-hmm. So, but I think a lot of it is, black women especially are very they want the social validation, and somehow many of our self-worth is tied into being, somebody's wife or, getting chose. And so, but a lot of the, you have to throw them back. I mean, you might have got chose, but you're going to have to throw the nigga back after a minute.
The average black relationship with black on black people, the average relationship lasts less than 5 years.
That's crazy.
That's pretty decent.
That's horrible. That's horrifying.
Really. When you look at the world's average, I think the world average is around like 4 years.
Jeez.
Like, so America is actually pretty high on the totem pole when it comes to they only do the marriage rates, but the average marriage is 7 years. Yeah, and it's pretty high on the totem pole. Of course, 100 and how many countries is it? 162. I forget how many countries is in the world. God damn it!
I thought it was 162 too. Google it. I thought it was 162 because you have the African continent that has those countries built into it. You have South America. You have Europe has countries built into it too. Russia has many countries.
I think it's like about 162 countries. I can't name all the flags and nothing like that right now, but I believe it's like 162. And out of 162, I think we rank like number 20 in long-lasting marriages. It's pretty fucking high.
Who's number one?
I forgot the country. Some country that nobody want to go to.
Because I was thinking about relocating, right? If necessary at this point.
Where you gonna go?
Oh, brother, I thought about a couple places I could probably go and live. But this is the one I think that was.
They all got dirty foot women there?
Sort of, kind of, right? Morocco, I thought about East Germany. East Germany has a nice high-end black population, but there are so many beautiful women that are just in those groups, right, of women. Sweden would be another great place to go, but it's very, the cost of living there is pretty high. Right?
So somebody said, don't get married unless you like your partner's family. For me, fuck my partner's family. They don't got shit to do in my relationship. I don't give a damn about the other side. We're going to create our own goddamn family. 27 years for Haitian forever. That's what's up. 27 years married is awesome. I don't give a damn about that other my partner's family. No, I'm not marrying your family. That is a lie to me. Absolutely not. If I'm doing the right thing, my woman better follow me. Not her goddamn daddy, her mama, her uncle, none of them motherfuckers. I'm your goddamn pusher man.
Which brings up another key point, right? Dating out. I date out primarily now for the most part. I haven't dated a black woman probably since 2018. So I did a lot of white women. I mean, I found longer lasting relationships with women of other cultures. I just have. So
how long you been married?
I was divorced back in.
They get the same black man. They get the same ain't shit black man.
Wow, Diva, I gotta be all types of low level ain't shit. Damn. Can we at least?
You couldn't keep your woman. You couldn't keep your woman.
And you know what, Diva? That was my fault. Because you know why?
No, that's why I say they get the
back
same
in my 20s,
black man.
I was in the military, in the Navy. And to be honest with you, I was gone more than I was home. I knew better than getting married even from the jump.
Damn.
But I did it. And you know what? I knew the consequence, and I'll eat that, right? That's just what happens when you're gone 6 to 9 months out of a year and you're home 2 or 3 months, you know, right? You don't get to see your wife much. You don't get to spend a lot of time. And if you're a young couple, that can be very disparaging, you know, right? Very disparaging when you're a young couple. So I know why that didn't work out as I intended, right?
Okay, that's fair.
Now, have I been back on track of getting married again? Yes, a couple of times, you know, right? But have I married anyone yet? No, I haven't really chosen anyone to kind of settle all the way down with yet. Am I working on it? Sort of, kind of. But it is
sort of, kind of be working on that, right? And at 43, the fact that you sort of, kind of working on something like that is, again,
my uncles,
a lot of black men don't like commitment. They want to bounce from pussy to pussy until they shrivel, they finally shrivel up, and they ain't no good to nobody. And then they want somebody to nurse them and change their damn diaper. And
that's what he gonna find.
Stupid enough to sign up.
That's what he gonna find him a black woman when he about to be on his.
That's what they be trying to do.
All right, so ADS, your last relationship, how long was it?
My current one is more of a situationship. It's kind of dwindling down some, but it's been 4 years. We've been dealing with each other 4 years.
What the hell is a situationship at 43?
At 43 is when you start dating someone that's a lot younger than you from a different culture, and she starts to grow into herself, right? And her perspectives and kind of ideas change. You can see that because you're a more mature man, but you also know that sometimes, you know, things bounce back, get in order, fall back in step because they have before in the past. So what you do is you give her space to live. We go out on dates still. We go out to eat. We talk a lot still. It's just to allow her freedom at that point because she is so much younger.
So you said, hey, go get you some other dick. So this way, you know.
No, I ain't tell you. I give those instructions now. But I know at 25, she's 25. I have to allow her freedom.
What is freedom then?
Allowing to live her life as she deems fit and trusting her judgment that she's making the right decisions for her.
Right. And that's possibly going on dates with other men.
Hey, I don't even look for that. As long as I don't know, I don't ask.
Right. So that's the freedom. So you give her to say, hey, listen, I'm the man. I'll give you the stability. This is what I am. But go out there and go get you that irresponsible dick. And then you come back to the responsibility and never go back outside again.
Now, that's the good key caveat about dating her is that the financial requirement isn't high. She works off a standard. How do you live and what do you do? Right? How do you behave? How do you function? She's not much about the money thing as she's much as you keeping a certain standard and a certain lifestyle. That's what she tends to appreciate.
Well, that's money.
Yeah, but I'm not paying a whole lot of it to maintain the relationship. It's more about maintaining me.
Well, now, it's not a whole lot to you.
Yeah.
But to her, it might be a whole lot.
Dinner dates, movies, stuff like that, that's common. We've been doing this for years.
Not for a 25-year-old. What you mean?
For me, it is. I go out to eat all the time. I go play pool all the time. I go do stuff all the time. I'm very active. I went to the orchestra 2 weeks ago.
And I'm sure she wasn't there.
She was there. She went to the orchestra with me.
She went to the orchestra?
Yeah. Orchestra tickets downtown. It was the Symphony of something or another, because she's the one brought to my idea. She's not black. And that's the part about this, right? So she's not looking at it from that. She likes operas, musicals. She grew up on a lot of that stuff. So
wait a minute. So you're saying that as if black women don't like that type of stuff?
I'm not sure what y'all like.
Oh,
So I just kind of say
but you said it like she's not black. Like, oh, that's why she was at the opera or the orchestra. Because I'll have you know, sir, I played classical piano for over a decade. Thank you.
Hold on, we didn't hear that. Say that one more time, Diva. What you do?
Oh, play classical piano for over a decade.
Damn.
I'm a beautiful pianist.
Damn.
Right. I done lived 10 lives. And so the idea of a black man, a Negro male, sitting up here acting like it's black women who are uncultured when it's typically y'all, right? Who ain't done shit, ain't been nowhere, and all that type of stuff. That's just kind of wild to me. So
right. I got videos right now of my little 10-year-old daughter playing the goddamn classical piano right now.
Oh yeah, it's such a great skill to have. It really is. Like I used to struggle in school until I started playing music.
Wow.
Right.
Well, I mean, I played in the band since my 4th, 5th grade year. I played alto saxophone and acoustic guitar. So I definitely understand that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. But I didn't know you did that, D. But that right there is attractive. That, you know what I'm saying? That someone that has a skill set that's not shaking their ass. You know what I'm saying? That's very
Well, I got that too. I used to be the captain of the twerk team too. Now don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. Be twerking the Beethoven. Dun, 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 dun.
I went to FAMU. I had to.
Because what we got in here? We got piano, violin, and electric guitar.
Yeah, I used to play the violin too. I used to play the clarinet. I used to play all sorts of instruments. I used to sing, like the whole nine.
So ADS, you was wrong on saying that black women do not like no goddamn class. She could not only she would go to orchestra, she could hop on the goddamn stage and show somebody off.
Well,
I said, no, you ain't handling these keys right. Let me show you how you do this damn thing.
That's a rare exception.
But we know ADS, if he do it, it's probably A minor.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
There you go. Y'all take this all wrong. But let me say this too. Let me have a little bit of a conversation with Diva real quick. So I played in band in high school as well. Played football. I played in the band. Played baseball. I was also on the quick recall team as well. And did you join the Poet Society as well with that situation?
No, I am not a poet.
Okay. I thought, well, for a while there, I thought I was going to be a rapper. Then I dropped out of that, joined the, you know what I'm saying, flunked out of college at Norfolk State, then went to the military. And that's where I actually got my GI Bill at.
So now, ADS, how long have you been socially awkward, and when did that stop?
Right.
For me, to be honest, I might not be the most articulate brother that people have run across, right? But I'm more of an action person. I don't talk much. I'm more of a listener. So I tend to understand things and catch details, right? That help conversations flow along. So when it comes to like that piece of it, I've never been timid or shy. I've never been scared like that with people. As to me, people are people. There's just never been any difference there, right?
So, now if that's the case, what makes it so different between a black woman and the race of what, if you don't mind, what race of woman you speak to now? It better not be a dirty foot Mexican.
No, white girl.
Okay. From America?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what is the difference between that type of a woman and a black woman that you dated in the past?
Oh, she's so much more polite and civil about things.
Now, okay, so she's more polite. So now, do they come from different backgrounds from the last black woman that you are thinking of in your mind versus her?
Way different backgrounds.
So the white woman comes from a more money-ish background, closer to middle class and higher.
Yeah, her family's middle class and she's middle class. Yeah.
And so why do you think that's a black thing and not a culture thing?
I ask all women certain questions, right? Before before we get too involved. Now, a couple of dinners and a movie, I ain't sweating that. You know what I'm saying? That's something simple, right? If you was hungry, I'd take you out anyway. But there are a couple of questions I ask, like, what are your priorities in a relationship? What do you want, you know what I'm saying, from the man that you would
Okay,
like?
so that's the first question. What is your priorities in a relationship? What did the poor person say? And what did the middle class person say?
The poor chick said, I got to take care of me first, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to protect my feelings. And that went on to a whole nother rant, right? Which I was cool with, it's just your opinion. It's, it's optional. You didn't have to, what I'm saying? I'm just glad that you stated it to me. But with the other girl, she said something different, even at 21 years old, that the other chick didn't say.
What'd she say?
Family.
So now, but you can understand it's because she said family because she never looked in a refrigerator and seen it empty.
Well, can I say this though? So she said family, which is in my air quotes the right answer. But fast forward 4 years and he's still in the situationship with the girl. Right? So what did she get from giving the right answer, and which is reflective of her having the right mindset and right attitude, right? And so she still ended up in a situationship for 4 years, where the man, you know, despite him being
3 years
twice
were
her
good.
age, hold on, let me finish. Despite him being twice her age, still is lacking in maturity to the point where he not ready to, you know, settle down and give her that family that she's looking for. So that's why, you know, they get the same black man. You could do everything right. You could be perfect, and you still gonna get the same nigga.
Well, that's not true, Diva, as much, right? In this situation, our relationship was good for 3 years. We had talked about marriage in that particular circumstance. That had come to conversation. But to come to fruition was something totally different. Believe it or not, her biggest issue is that she is 25. She's highly influential or influenceable, right? When it comes to her family. Her parents, we went down to meet her people, right? She's from New Jersey. So we went to Jersey to meet her people, whatever. They were great. No, to me at least. They were nice. I enjoyed our company. But some of the questions they asked afterwards, you know what I'm saying, were...
What part of Jersey?
I think it was, where it wasn't Jersey City. Forgot. It was out.
Not sure.
Well, you remember, they told us after he left, if you married
that nigga, what part of Jersey? Because that might be important. What part of Jersey?
Right.
Well, it was over by the shore. You know where Liberty Island is? I remember that part of it.
No, that's Jersey City. Liberty Island?
Yeah. By where the Statue of Liberty is.
Yeah, that's like Jersey City. That's
Jersey City.
Jersey,
By the coast.
Jersey City or Bayonne. Yeah, but that's not a nice part of Jersey City, so she might not be middle class. But go ahead.
Damn, not white trash.
No, it ain't trash over there though. It's
actually nice. Actually, when we were over there in 2020, what was it, 2 or 3? I think it was 2022, January 2022. We went through there, and I remember, you know, saying it looked, the neighborhood, suburban, very nice. The people there weren't bad.
Shit, Jersey City?
Yeah, they seemed nice to me. They seemed cool.
Because shit, what part of the country you from? Maybe that's why.
Right. Now we're gonna get into it.
I'm originally from Kentucky, but I've lived like in Virginia. I've lived in San Diego. I've lived in a lot of different places along the way.
San Diego probably got one up on it, but Kentucky and Virginia, yeah, Jersey City might look nicer than those places. But Jersey City is the hood. It's only one small section of Jersey City that is like highly expensive, and that's the part that's across the street from New York and Liberty. That ain't it.
Well, I just know that her family had a nice house.
Okay.
And they seem to be doing well. I'm not here to judge. I didn't do a damn.
No, we just conversing. Yeah,
so don't judge, but he could say the black girl was posed.
Damn.
It was because of her answers, right? It wasn't because of anything that, you know, saying that if they both stood side by side.
Before you move forward into that thought process, the woman that you are talking about that you are comparing right now, how old was she?
The black chick was, when we started dating, she was 32. I think she's 36 now.
So that means she had a little bit more life experience. She understands. That's why she said she got to concentrate on her because. So why you didn't look at her, man? Somebody must have hurt this woman for her to be that defensive.
Because I didn't hurt her. I don't play into your trauma.
What?
I didn't hurt her. Well, why would I try to make up for the next man's mistakes? That's just silly and stupid. You judge me as an equal like I judge you. Like we both haven't had life experiences with people that weren't as good as we have liked them to be, right? We have to get over that, move through that. And if we're going to be a couple, you know what I'm saying, we have to judge each other from square one. You know what I'm saying? I just met you. We're talking. We're having a good time. Let's expand upon that and see where it goes. But if I'm being blamed for something someone else did in the past, and I haven't done anything of that nature to you, then I'm just setting myself up for abuse. And it's probably best to leave.
Wow. That's very... So the reason why it's so interesting to me because you're not giving the black girl any kind of grace whatsoever.
I dated 6 months.
But the white woman, you gave her 4 years of grace and say, hey, even though we've been 4 years together, we talked about marriage. You know what? I don't want to put no pressure on you, Go outside, be free, do what you feel like you need to do. And when you're ready, I'll be right here waiting on your lily ass.
I didn't make that promise either. Some things are just best unspoken, right? So,
no.
Yeah. Some things are just best unspoken.
So you're saying you're willing to give this young white lady grace and lie to her and say, hey, go out there and do you. And if you come back, most likely, or maybe I'll be here. I'm not sure yet, because that's what you're saying now. Now you're not sure if you'll be there.
I never was sure I was going to be there. That was the thing. You know how fortunate it is for 40. I met her when I was 39 years old. I met her while I was out on my bike. I was on my Kawasaki out there at the park down by Olympic. And she started talking to me and I started talking to her. And that's how we kind of met. So I at the age of 43, believe it or not, knowing that she's so much younger than me. So, you know, I understood from day one that I didn't lie about my age. I thought I was 39. She said I'm 21. So I knew from that point on in that she was going to require some growing and learning, right? She had just kind of gotten to her own. She's becoming a woman and she's starting to blossom and flourish, in what she has. Are you still there?
Yeah, we here. We're here.
Okay. So yes, at the end of the day, I didn't judge her, right? I didn't judge the black chick either. I just listened to what she said. She was so much more about money and just perception and appearance, right? It was like she was running from poverty versus this chick, she's just looking to date. That's different.
But one have responsibilities and the other one got their mother and father still. She only 21.
25 now. But
what I'm saying is that when you ask her, she was 21, she have no idea what life is yet. The 32-year-old, she possibly know what life is. She know about what paying rent is, light bills, and all these other responsibilities. At 21, she still don't have a grasp of what being a grown person is. But that's why she said, yeah, family.
Believe it or not,
what's the main priority? Family? I don't know. What else is there?
That could be true, right?
She probably don't know the price. Go ahead and ask that 25-year-old, how much do milk cost? How much a gallon of milk cost? She's like, I don't know. $6. She ain't gonna know.
But to make sure that's amply understood, though, at this point, like I said, we exchanged numbers, but ultimately, though, I thought about cutting off myself. I said she's too young, throw it back, right? Let her be her life and just keep moving. We had fun, we just move on. She started pursuing me more when I cut her off. That was the funny part. When I stopped calling, she started calling more and wanting to talk, right? And then it got to the point where I felt like, oh, she might just be looking for a father figure. She's looking for a dad, right? And then it just popped off. After a couple months of dating, it just popped off, right? We started, and I was like, I'm 39 years old. And she's like, yeah, I get that. She said, but I like you. So that's how it kind of started off. It was, I believe it or not, the first 2 or 3 years were great. It's just getting to the point now where I think that maybe the time, right, that she has, she might need to do some more growing and just looking into other things, right?
Hold on. So the woman saying that she needs a couple of dollars, she ain't grown enough because she's looking at it as a grown person. But the person that's actually not looking at things as grown, she's not looking towards family. She's wanting to go back out in the dating market. You saying that's the one you want to give a shout out and say, hey, eventually you will grow in to understanding what a relationship look like, and then you will appreciate me.
I don't know about me, but hopefully I taught enough where she can appreciate someone else if it comes down to it. I'm realistic, right? She's a pretty girl. Pretty girls get attention. That just happens that way. So for me to try to cage her as a human being from doing what she wants to do, that's also a fallacy, right? That's what you call, what's that word called? Whenever you try to stop someone, not controlling, but what's the next level to that? Controlling is one part of it, but I'm not capturing the woman. She hasn't been captured. She's still free.
But you realize that it seems like you only doing this, giving this woman so much grace. The only reason why you're giving her so much grace is because she is white. Not because it doesn't sound like it's because of her character or any of those things. Because she hasn't. Because we didn't get a chance to speak about towards her character. Only thing that we speak about is that she said family, and then we want to find out is because she's not old enough to say anything else besides family. And the other one is she said she want to make sure she take care of herself, so this way she don't have to depend on nobody. She want to be independent, but you like, nah, I don't want.
Let me correct you, like I corrected people yesterday. You're not independent. You're self-sufficient. That's way different. Independence means you can go out and kill your own dog. You go out and kill your own meat. You can plant your own garden. You can build your own home. You can create your own reservoirs. You can do all this yourself. Most people in society, the vast majority of people in society aren't independent. They're just self-sufficient.
No, because I say that we do gotta put into the fact that we adapt to society. So with the way how society is built, we gotta say that person is independent. Because that's how we built society. Now we go back to a time where we had to farm and all that, and then we could say that. But we ain't putting that cat back in the bag. It's already out. We go and buy our food at the supermarket. We ain't growing it. We ain't catching it.
Most of us aren't.
Yeah, like a vast, like 80, 90%, 95% of not catching their own food.
Yeah, that makes you self-sufficient. Independent. It doesn't make you independent, though.
It absolutely makes you independent according to what society is today.
So we're going to redefine independence in the name of social norms.
Absolutely.
Nope. It is what it is. Static is static. Facts are facts, right? Truth is truth.
Okay, we can move forward. That's really a semantics, and you don't like the word independent for that situation. That's fine. It's not even. But we both understand what we're saying. So now, so this woman is being independent. You don't like that, and this woman is not being independent, but you do like that. It is a little weird.
Well, they're both pretty self-sufficient. The chick takes care of herself too, right? She is where does she work? She works as a secretary down there at China Mart. I forgot the name of that place, but that's where she works at now, right? She got a new job a couple months back. The white chick did. The black chick, when I dealt with her, she worked in some of the medical fields, and she's divorced too. When I met her, she was divorced too at 32 years old, and she already had a child, right? Which was cool with me. I was good with that part. I said, okay, that's all right. Right? You know what I'm saying? This is life. But just some of the actions along the way, right? That were kind of disturbing to me. Like one time she ran out of gas, told me to come help her. I said, you ran out of gas? She's like, yeah, I ran out of gas. I said, did you not check your tank before you went to work? And that ended up being something, right? The second time was just some of her callous mood swings that she was having at times, right? She get mad, call you all types of names one day, and once you lay in bed and hit it that night, hit it right. And sometimes I would, because you know what, I ain't gonna lie, but after a while, you burn out on that, right? I'm not about to arguing, fighting, or bickering. You know what I'm saying? Is this? Are we going to be together, or are we not?
So you like the toxic vagina every once in a while.
Oh, a little piece of candy sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
might be a little tainted, but it's still good though. You know what I'm saying?
But the only problem I have with it is that you making it seem like this is just a black trait versus a character trait. She's a woman that went through some things and she got some inadequacies, and that's why she ran out of gas and all these things. It's not a race trait. That's just who she is as a human being. You cannot say, oh, because she come from a poor place, she don't want to listen to, because she's black, she don't want to listen to classical music. It's crazy.
From what I've seen, there aren't a whole lot of black women who have that type of thing. I mean, have that type of how do you say, elegance, right? That requires a certain amount of elegance, and lady like to go to an orchestra, opera, some things of that nature, right? A certain taste for that type of music.
ADS.
I haven't met a lot of black women who have.
ADS is not
because you are in the circles where you would meet those black women, because there are actually plenty of us.
And ADS is not a bunch of people in the world period that listen to classical music.
There are a lot of people in the world who love classical music. I think in our community, we overlook that.
ADS, I can't believe you're saying this. Even if you have a jazz festival outside, free in the park, with some of the top dogs, it's still going to be a very small amount of people that's going to watch that show.
I don't know about you, but I'm in Atlanta. People show up for jazz festivals down at Piedmont Park. They have one every year, and it's usually sold out.
But that's a yearly event. That's fine.
Yeah,
however,
but if you're in Atlanta, then there are also, you know, that there are also plenty of Black people who go to the orchestra as well. They even have like chocolate versions of different, you know, orchestras. Or as a matter of fact, there's one where I am, in the city where I am. So, and there's not nearly as many Black people where I am as in Atlanta. And so I have a hard time believing that they wouldn't have something similar there. I think you have a lot of preconceived, well, you have a lot of stereotypes in your head surrounding Black women, which is very odd considering you said you went to an HBCU. But y'all are up in, what is that, Virginia? And so, you know, the Negroes up there do be on some different shit. But I think you need to get out of your box a little bit more.
So you mean to tell me, ADS, in one of the blackest cities
Right.
in America, you found a 21-year-old white woman running in the park?
And
Yeah,
she was
depending
running
on
from
where you
your
live.
ass.
That
Yeah.
sounds like you was looking for her.
No. It was just, it depends on where you live at, right? If you actually now to be honest with you, Atlanta isn't even Black anymore. It's more Indian, becoming way more Hispanic and Latin here. You know, it's becoming way more in the percentage points on those levels, right? Dealing with different cultures of people. You know, gentrification, that's a really big thing in Atlanta.
ADS. Now, when you say the
Ain't no
Indians, you know
Latinos
they live
gentrifying the
downtown.
place.
Those Indians live in the rich neighborhoods. Black people ain't there.
They live in Alpharetta, where Black people live.
The rich
And
part.
white people. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there
lived
are
in.
plenty of rich Black communities in Atlanta.
Yes, there are. And one big thing I lived in Milton, right? That's how I got to know all this. That's out in Alpharetta. You know where 400 is? Or nobody's familiar with that, right? Milton's right off of 11 Windward Parkway, which is kind of the outskirts of Atlanta. I lived there for 2.5, 3 years. I didn't see now Sharon is right about certain things. I didn't see a whole lot of Black people unless they were coming and going from work. You know, where I lived at. Most of my neighbors were white people, and we had a few Indians that lived around the block.
Yeah, you probably sought them out. It wasn't no coincidence that you was living in that neighborhood.
Damn.
Yeah, better school system. I know, Sam, my son actually, he played high school ball at Alpharetta High School. Yeah, so better school system, better environment, less violence.
Okay, what are you doing now?
Well, right now he actually works for Verizon.
Oh, in the headquarters, the corporate headquarters?
He works remotely right now. He makes about $26 an hour, which is good for 28 years old.
Is it?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, okay. I hear you.
So
What you hearing, Bebo?
Well, I'm just saying, okay, the man 28, which is grown, and like $26 an hour, you could be like a corrections officer and make $26 an hour.
well, I wouldn't belittle his hard work as a young man to establish himself either. Either it's honest work or it's not, right? So
well, no, that's not what I'm saying. But you said that you moved in a community with all these white people because they had excellent school systems, right?
yes.
And so right. And I went to excellent schools too. But so the payoff, for going to excellent schools, you would hope is that you're gonna have a very more successful than the average person's career. That's what I'm saying.
Well, he went to West Georgia College, right? And I'm just glad that he moved his ass out and got his own apartment. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm happy for, right? So either way, I'm good with it.
Goddamn.
He got a roof over his head, which is, you know, being an adult.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. That to me is, for a dad, I'm happy with his success. So
Really?
I'm
Okay.
Yeah.
So the bar really is in hell.
Huh?
So she's saying all that hard work that you did, get him out that school, put him around all those goddamn middle class white folks and middle class curry smelling human beings. Through all that curry,
you know what?
through all that curry and mayonnaise, The best he was able to be was working for Verizon, making 56,000 roughly a year.
At this point, yes. Early on, I think that's good. He's only been out of school now 3 years, so he's doing well in my opinion.
Damn it.
So he didn't get out of school till 25?
Yep, he didn't.
Okay,
He
so
took
he's
a year too off.
Because most kids graduate college at like 21.
Wait, he graduated college. You know what, Diva? You're being really fucking judgmental right now. And you're talking trash. No. You have belittled everything that I have fucking said in the name of undermining my fucking argument to make it worse. And that kind of pisses me the fuck off.
It can piss you off.
You know what?
The truth pisses us off. The truth will
have a good night. Have a good evening.
Right.
This woman right here is sorely fucking irritating. Have a good night.
The truth will piss people off.
Damn.
Yeah, you want to come up here and talk all this shit about black women when his son is a mediocre motherfucker himself.
God damn
so how you got all these standards for a woman to lay in the bed next to you, but your standards for the nigga who jumped out of your nutsack is bottom of the damn basement. Stop it. You're not going to do it. Not on my watch.
I got to drink some water. So I wonder what we consider that. Should that be emotional maturity or immaturity?
That was emotional immaturity.
But I understand, like, he probably felt like he was being attacked, so it's understandable. I get it.
No, how would he be attacked when I'm asking him about his son and just simply saying, like, oh, okay, so your son this age. Okay, so you said he been out of school. You said he's 28. You said he's been out of school for 3 years. Okay, that means he graduated at 25. Okay, he's a little bit behind. They call him like a non-traditional student because at his age, most kids done graduated from college, right? They graduate around 21, 22.
Shit.
And so he was behind the curve. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, a lot of times we don't like to hear the truth. But the thing is, you can't stand in judgment of other people and want to talk about what you see as the truth with regards to other people, but then fall to pieces when somebody hold up a mirror in front of your face and say, okay, well, this is the truth about your ass.
Yeah. It's not easy. I wanted to find out what was his major and it was a serious question. I wanted to know what
was his major. He working at the damn Verizon stuff, so it wasn't STEM.
Hey, listen, I wouldn't mind doing some remote work. I could do that on my spare time when I'm in between construction sites. Hey. Right. Can I do it from my phone is what I need to know. So I'll do some remote work for $26 because I ain't gonna really care about the job that much. So if I last, you know what I'm saying, if I get a whole 2 months worth of $26, I'll be fine. If it takes me a year, I'll be fine too. Whichever one.
That's funny. But yeah, no, don't do that.
God damn. That's crazy.
But, you know, the real thing is, you know, the white girl said all the right shit. She was doing all the right shit. And he still wasted 3 years of her time. Because, see, that's the thing with white people. If we've been together and we rocking and rolling 3 years, we know what's going to happen. Like, usually way before then, we know what's going to happen. Either we get married or we going to be in a domestic partnership because neither one of us want to get married. You know what I mean? We ain't going to just still be, oh, let's go with the flow, right?
Yeah, I think that's where it was sounding a little weird. Like, you know, we've been together in a situation. Well, we've been together for 3 years, and now we're in a situationship on our 4th year, and we're not sure. I'm gonna wait till she get a little bit more. But it's not like you just take it. It kind of sounds like when you break it down like that, it could almost sound like you just taking advantage of a young sweet thing.
Right, because these men, and I'm sure he clicked in with the men who think like this. They say that you supposed to get them at 21, right? To marry them, because that's when you can mold them and they able to be coached. And by 25, they heading into the danger zone.
Shit.
but he's still stringing the lady along. And that's why she out there exploring her options. She like, look, nigga, you ain't finna treat me like one of y'all treat these black women where you're in the third year.
Damn.
Right, absolutely. So at least kudos to sis for having that much sense.
So even if you get all of the right answers, you still might be just dating for 4 years, is what you're saying, Diva?
Yeah, absolutely. You get the same black man.
Shit. That should sound crazy and wild to me, though, to be honest with you. It sounds wild. It sounds crazy. The immaturity and everything, it just sounds... I don't know. But let's get back to this video.
What's going on?
Where was that? Okay, we're gonna go right here. I think this is what I had it at. All right, let's get back to it.
I need someone who's intentional in every single aspect. Aware that I'm
Yeah, that's the first thing she say after he quit. Damn, she needs somebody intentional. Are we saying ADS is not being intentional with that goddamn lady being one for 4 years? Lord. Go ahead, girl.
going to get a lot of hate for this, but
What's the hate for?
I am so effing tired
Okay.
of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men. I am so tired of the lack of commitment,
With her little baby in the back.
the lack of support, the lack of encouragement, the lack of money. Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing. My interest in dating another black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together. And then they don't want to support us in return. They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us. But then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us. I need someone who's intentional in every single aspect. Aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this.
Whew. What's your thoughts on that right there, Diva? The emotional labor part sounded crazy. Now, do we actually believe that? I mean, damn, we just had a black man saying that he's not willing to even commit to the white woman, even though he said she had all the goddamn right answers, even though she's young, even though she said she want a goddamn family. Are black men, us as black men, do we have too much emotional labor to deal with us? Is that the truth, that we want everything from our women and we do not? I did, bum, for real, sugar. I mean, Shicey, I did just now. That was kind of crazy when I really think about what this lady said and then what ADS said. It kind of coincides, right? So she saying that she cannot get any commitment. And this man saying, I've been with this woman for 4 years and he ain't giving this woman no commitment. Dang. That shit is crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, what she said?
You missed it?
I did.
All right, we're going to play it again for the Supreme Goddess. Where is it? All right, there we go. And we're right at the beginning.
But I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men. I am so tired of the lack of commitment, the lack of support, the lack of encouragement, the lack of money. Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing. My interest in dating another black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together. And then they don't want to support us in return. They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us. But then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us. I need someone who's intentional in every single aspect. Aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but
Yeah.
Damn. 100% agree?
I think a lot of I'll put it this way. A lot of what she said, I have seen several Black women go through, right? But at the same time, I think Black women subject themselves to a lot of this shit too. Like, why, when you see like, this nigga a little shaky, you can't, cut bait and run then. You got to get driven all the way into the ground before,
Diva, we went through this the other day.
I know, but so this is the thing though. Again, at a certain point, you participating in this. And so when it's all said and done, you can't act like, all of these things were just done to you. When you can't change people. And so when you see that this person is not the type of person that you're going to be able to have a successful relationship with, meaning you're going to get out of it what you want to get out of it, then you need to leave. Right? You can't stop trying to change people. Stop trying to hope. Stop trying to make up excuses or, spin it to some way where, it's going to work in your favor. No, you got to be very honest and just judge the person as who they are.
So now what if the person is not telling the truth? They are stringing you along slowly and more slowly. Hey, I'm working on it. I was only making $25 last year, but now I'm making $26 and I'm remote. Diva.
Not and I'm remote. Look, again, I think it's so important for Black women to have some very clear-cut, defined standards and also boundaries. And so I just don't understand why Black women grade on such a steep curve when it comes to Black men. Like, we got to get out of this thinking that, the white man keeping them down or, no, none of that. If you can get out there and make some shit happen as a woman, then there's no excuse for a man not being able to go out there and do the same thing.
Shit. Good day, Mella.
Hey, Mella.
Good day. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to be with you all. Like, this is an important discussion.
What's your thoughts on it so far?
It would seem to me that people have a case of the supposed tos out here, right? You supposed to do this and you supposed to do that. It's like, take your case somewhere else. Okay. What we're going to do is what's best for ourselves.
Damn.
And just because it doesn't include your expectations, I think that's your problem. That's all I have to say.
Suppose that is coming up a lot. Suppose and hypotheticals is
people got a case of the supposed tos.
Right, when you're dating, you're supposed to do this.
It's a whole phenomenon.
Damn.
You supposed to. Come on. Really?
But it seems like so do you saying that you agree with this young lady as well, and saying that women would give their all to a man and he want to be treated like a husband, but he don't want to actually give no commitment, no finances, no anything to the woman. You agree with this?
She opened the gate of opportunity with a case of supposed tos in her brain. It's her deal. Think about it. And believe me, I love women. Okay. I believe that by virtue of being a woman, I am supposed to be on a woman's side. Okay. Yeah. So I have a case of the supposed tos as well. However, it doesn't detract from the training of thinking objectively. When you are aware that your standards have not been established and you open the gate for any goddamn thing that could happen, that's your case.
So now, Mella, you started dating this man. It's been 1.5 years now. Y'all been talking about what
without any established standards.
No,
like you just feeling shit.
So that's what I'm saying. So all the standards was said. Hey, I want this, down the third within the 2 years. So now you get strung along. He said, yes, I'm working towards all those things. And now you're a year and a half in. You licked his gooch and everything. You did all the nasty shit.
Wait a minute. Who licked what? I heard about that. That's
You know
awesome.
what?
I was just saying.
You would mention that part. It's past it's nighttime, so I guess it's time to talk about those kind of things. Okay.
Right. So you're a year and a half in. You
This is
did
not
all the
like
nasty
lunchtime conversation. Okay.
things. You know what I'm saying? So this man's able to trick you into and staying with him. So now the 2-year mark come, and now it's time for the official standards. Most people are not going to just run away, is what I believe.
The whole thing about emotional, what was that term she used? Emotional labor.
Yes.
Eh, her complaint is that it takes too much emotional labor to be with a black man. Now that's a specific
That was very specific.
designation. Like she made a very specific, bold statement by saying that. Are black men more trouble than any other ethnicity? I beg to differ. I believe that it's about your decision making. Any event that you are not established in what you will and won't accept in life, you're going to fall for what quote unquote makes you feel good. Can somebody say monsters ball? Like you're gonna fall for what makes you feel good if you haven't established what you will and won't accept. And it sounds like a lot of people are candles in the wind and they complain about which way the wind is blowing. It's like
so now
come on now.
so here's the issue though, Mela. So Mela, the problem is that when you start dealing in a relationship, it starts off very binary. Hey, I want this, that, and a third. You can't give me this, then leave with your bum ass. It's very easy to say in the beginning. But now you're a year and a half in, things start to get a little gray. Shit ain't as black as white anymore. And now you have nuances and you have different kind of patience for this person that you've been with for a year and a half, especially if they look in the gooch.
But the thing is,
Once they miss the mark the first time and you say it's cool because I like licking your gooch, then you're just setting yourself up for that, and I have all due respect for the parties involved per se. Like when I say respect, I mean I don't know them, so I can't really judge the intricate details as to how their emotions and psychology and mindset work. What I will say is that it's logical to me that if you let one thing roll off your shoulder, you're gonna let it all roll off your shoulder. So why you can like that's you have to stick to it. Like if you
So
have
you
a
saying that,
list,
so Mela, you saying you got to stick to the black and white. Do not play in the gray area when you are dating.
you absolutely have to vet someone. Like for instance,
So Mela, I understand we got to vet, but you saying while we are vetting, you cannot deal in the gray. You got to go black and white when you vetting.
But the thing is, a lot of times these men come in the door and already out of compliance or standards, right? And the women will, because they funny or they got a vibe, the women will go along with it.
The whimsy. Yeah, the whimsy.
Yeah, just
a lot of us fall for the whimsy. Yeah, it's like, oh man, you never know what he's gonna do next. I'm just so thrilled because I don't know what he's gonna do, and that's the thrill of it all, right? But keep in mind that thrill might bite you, and
where's it gonna bite you at, Mela?
In the gooch.
It could bite you in a number of places. And not, I mean, figuratively, not literally. Hopefully nobody's biting people out there. But what I'm saying is that it's important to be mindful that there is a such thing as falling in love with somebody because you don't know what the hell they're gonna do. You just love their whimsical nature. You see what I'm saying? There are
do
people
what you're
that
saying,
do
but
that.
my only problem is that I think a lot of people, when they're in relationships, as the relationship gets deeper, I believe that's when the nuances start to happen in relationships. And that's how come people will go into a 4-year relationship and then it turns into a situationship while y'all 4 years in. It's supposed to start off as a situationship and turn into something, not turn into we are dating into a situationship. That is a complete flip-flop. That's not how a relationship is supposed to work. It's supposed to be actually the opposite way.
I need to know the dimensions of compatibility. Like whatever anybody's list is out there for that, the dimensions of compatibility are so important, very important to establish before you start frolicking with these people. You know, like you have to establish those dimensions of compatibility and have your list ready, and don't, you know,
So now the problem. So now the thing is, like, so
and
sometimes
don't go astray.
sometimes we got people that's successful at frolicking. Look at the real Pookie. He wanted to marry. He been married for 20 years, even though he was a frolicker.
Right, but
Frolic is a cute word, isn't it?
right. So I mean, he'll tell you it's been a lot of, you know, ups and downs.
And not in between the bed sheets you talking about.
Right. And so, you know, if you as a woman, I mean, I guess if you're willing to deal with that type of stuff, then right, then you can be together for a long time. But I think that's what we're starting to realize now. Like a lot of, you know, because they always say, oh, you know, our grandparents were together for years. Yeah, but you know, they had to be able to put up with some shit, right? In order to be in those long relationships.
So you saying like, so like the guy, the Red Pill Ranger, he's been married for I think 20 years or 24 years or something like that. And out of
just imagine what kind of emotional labor his woman had to put up with.
Well, out of the 20 years, 18 of them he was cheating.
Right. And so yeah, she got a 20-year marriage, but that's because she was willing to go along with being disrespected for 18 of them 20 years, right?
However, if she didn't stick through it, she would have never made it to the 20th year. And then he went back and he went into the church. He loved Jesus so much, PhD Diva, that he went and put on a wig on to play white Jesus.
Let me tell you something. You know,
he did. Did you see the video, Diva?
I did, unfortunately.
Yes.
Why is it that guys wait until they sick to become faithful?
Wait, he's sick?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know if he's sick or not, but I'm saying 20 years is a long time to decide, okay, now I'm going to act right.
I mean, I don't know if he's not sick. I mean, I think it's pretty sick if you walk inside your wife's closet and you come out with a wig on. That's a little sick to me, but hey.
But you know, the thing, it seems like a lot of women don't have, again, boundaries to begin with. So I was watching an update on the Ninja Turtle guy, and so there were women who dated him, who were, you know, telling their story. And one lady say she met him, and they were gonna hang out very shortly thereafter. I think she might have said like the next day or something. And like he's drinking, and she's letting him drive her car, right? What? Somebody you don't even know.
No.
And then he's
don't do that. Don't do that.
Mella, who you gave your car to on the first date?
The high school boyfriend.
Yeah, but see, I don't understand that. But
at least that was high school.
But you know, she was in high school. But this is an adult woman. He's drinking while he's driving her car recklessly, and she's telling him like, "Hey, slow down," and he cussing her out. Okay, so when he finally pull over and she get in the driver's seat, he cuss her out and say he don't want to go no more, so she leaving where he at. Then he calls her and tells her, you know, giving her a sob story, whatever, and saying, you know, let's go back to the hotel. Now she was going to meet her friends, and like a smart woman, she decides to turn around, go pick him up, and go take him to the hotel. Right, and so it ended up leading to a whole lot of other trouble. But it's like these women don't see a flashing red light when it's right there. They think it's a green go sign.
Well, you know, a flashing red means, it doesn't mean a stop. It means to proceed with caution. That's what that. It just means, you know, like
I'm gonna tell you all, like my uncle told me, don't you ever Not ever, ever, ever in your life think for 1 minute a man is not an opportunist.
Right.
Okay. And when you can guide your mindset around that, you will be more aware of the red flags. It's like, and it sounds prejudiced. It does. It sounds like, oh, so you just not gonna give men a chance, when they attracted to you. I look, what a woman has is so precious,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so priceless, so timeless, that she has to guard it with everything that the universe can conjure up. And if it takes the mindset of every man, more likely than not, is an opportunist in order for her to initiate guidelines as to how she's going to navigate dating life, so be it.
Damn.
Period.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah. So now how do we start shifting the mindset of these goddamn rim brothers that say the opposite? They would tell a 39-year-old man, hey, go ahead and slay that 21-year-old, get her while she's young and ripe, and then date her for 4 years, go meet her family and everything. But don't put no ring on it. Don't commit. Matter of fact, why you dating her? Let her go and be free, so this way you can have your cake and eat it too.
The times that I remember, like the great old folks, the grandparents, maybe even the great grandparents, the longevity of their marriages started off initially not by somebody having a oops pregnancy, but it was because the husband will tell you, yeah, she played her. I had to work to get her. It wasn't. She was the only one that really made me have to, respect her. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think the whole issue is about being easy. The burden is on a woman, unfortunately, to not succumb to their
nature.
No, not their nature. Their impulse to satisfy a stimulation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna say. The burden is on a woman to repress her excitement. It's like it's a burden. Like, you have to repress your excitement because you're vulnerable to someone who more likely than not is an opportunist.
Damn. So you're saying that the men are trying to get your vagina the most. Those are the
They
men.
will lie, cheat, and steal to get it, baby.
So the men that are trying to get your vagina the most is the ones that you need to fight off the most, because the ones that are trying to get it, once you give it to them, they are not going to respect you anymore.
That's the variable, right? You really don't know what's in a man's mind. There are men that fall in love with just on sight, like, oh my God, she's like the most beautiful woman that could ever be, and they commit to that. So it depends on the guy. You don't really know. That's the trick. That's why a woman is safer to be in defense. That's why she's safer, because you don't really know what you're dealing with until you take the time to get to know them better outside of physical frolicking and exploration. Like, you can't just because it's like, oh my God.
So like, when you say that, I believe most women will want to know, all right, so what's my time frame and my time period that I should be waiting?
That's the trick. It's not a time frame. Like, fuck Harvey and them, right? It's not about a time frame. It's about knowledge. Okay. There are specific dimensions of compatibility. Your checklist should already be established. Okay. That's the point. Already have your checklist.
Okay, I got you. So Mela, you saying that a woman, especially, she need to have a freaking check, whether it's 1 to 10, whatever, how many you have. You need to have your checklist, and how many things on that checklist would you suggest that she should have before she said, you know what, this is we can move forward with this checklist?
I know for myself, it consisted of.
Let's just go with 10. How many out of 10? So we have just an easy round number. You got a checklist of 10. How many things on your list you need to get so you could just move the relationship forward so you can get the full list?
Okay, before you have sex, there are at least 10 things that you're going to have to confirm as to whether or not he's about that. At least 10. And, unfortunately, and a lot of people scold me for this, it includes a medical evidence of clinical clearance. Like, a lot of people they don't consider exchanging clinical clearance information with each other. It's like, look, if we're going to exchange body fluids, I need to know that this is clinically safe, what we're trying to get into. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they think it's too embarrassing to, it's like, well, what would he think of me if I say, look, I need us to exchange clinical clearance information before we, go any further. Like that, a lot of people think that's a goofy thing to do. I beg to differ. It's not a goofy thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely not. It is perfectly fine, and nobody should feel. I would not feel. Well, at least at my age now, for sure. In this day and age, I think maybe if I was 20, I probably would have felt the same way, because I think it just wasn't, that climate wasn't just like that, really. For your girlfriend to ask you something like that, that's like
impulsivity. That's the enemy, right? Impulsivity is the enemy. It rhymes, so it's true, and that's all I'm saying. Impulsivity is the enemy. Okay.
Right, and we was having this conversation the last time me and PG was talking. I was saying that a lot of men, like, they get mad at the woman that actually give them the goddamn vagina. I'm not saying that these men are gay. I'm just saying that they do, like.
Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion.
Because for me, like it doesn't matter if I'm with a woman and we hit it off and I do pop it off on the first day. That's not gonna make me change my thought pattern on her.
Well, like, you were raised different.
I'm still about her character.
Yeah,
because
you
I
were raised
don't want to deal with no woman that's going to try to make me wait 3 months or make me wait this time frame, because then I know you don't.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's not about being diabolical. That's the trap. Right. There are men that think, oh, she gonna make me wait, as if she's actually conjuring up some type of torture for you. That's not the case.
That's right. That's a different thing. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I feel like if the woman wants to do it, let's do it. But if you feel like you don't, like, if it's like a part of you, like, hey, I'm not comfortable with this because that's just a part of you. I need a certain amount of time of speaking to you, knowing you, blah, blah, whatever that is really you, then I don't mind that neither. I could wait at the same time.
Yeah, but there are men that get mad at prostitutes for pulling out a condom. So,
that's crazy.
And I know this from Pretty Woman, right? Or movies of that sort, movies of that sort, they, would emphasize that a man wants a raw experience. And it's like, bro, you talk about exchanging fluids with me and I just met you? Are you crazy?
Well, that's just crazy to me that a human being, a man would say, hey, I want to hit a prostitute raw. That sounds crazy to me.
According to the movies out here, that's the inference, and it shocked me too.
That's just
like crazy. I have a habit, right?
Well, me personally,
I have a habit of sending people movies, and I had to reel it back. Like, I had to reel back some of these movies I was sending because a lot of the inferences was about impulsive sex without protection. And I was just like, I'm not with that shit. That's crazy. I wouldn't advise anybody I love to do that, or the public in general,
Yeah. That's just wild and crazy. That the thought of paying a professional and then that is just wild to me. I can't even
Donald Trump did it.
I can't even think about buying a
According to that chick that he slept with, he did it. Donald Trump slept with a chick raw while his wife was pregnant. So let's not pretend like, black men are the only, hounds out here. Okay, it's a thing.
No,
Like
I mean that's how they got the name honky in the first place.
it's a thing. They just want to get it in
You know
raw.
what I'm saying, PhD? But how they got that name honky?
You know what? Yeah, the difference is though, he did that to his wife, but she got a nice settlement when she walked out the door, right?
Damn.
And with these
I'm
Negroes.
talking about his current wife, Melania.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm sure he did it to the other ones too.
He did it to everybody. He grabbing them by the pee and everything.
Right.
He just out here and got the nerve to have a presidential debate like he's standing on something.
So now, are we gonna say that women don't want that raw skin to skin inside their viscous innards as well?
Not the viscous innards.
Don't get me to talking about what I prefer. Okay.
No, I think a lot of women do. Well,
I want the orgasm.
Right. And that's
what
what
I
I was
want.
about to say. A lot of women ain't even orgasm. So condom, no condom. Right?
Yeah, it's
But I
like,
think a lot of women do it because they know that men want that.
as long as I get my juice off, that's all that matters. Okay. I'm not gonna be laying there talking about, I guess he had a good time and I'm just laying here. No.
Yes.
Fair exchange, no robbery.
No, you're gonna lay in the spot and everything.
I am not.
Who gonna lay in the spot?
I'm going over to his side and then I'm going to my side. That's how they go. That's always how it went.
Oh God.
He gonna have to handle that, himself.
So now that we got Tia Mowry and we got her sister Tamara Mowry, we got two people. Those are the same human beings, but I feel like one is got maturity, the other one doesn't.
You don't know what that lady got going on. Stop it.
I know because I see her talk.
Well, I mean, they both kind of, kitty.
One doesn't talk with their neck.
Say it. You can say it.
Devo, one talks with her neck and the other one does not. That's what I do know.
Okay. And what that mean? So she got to be immature because she talked with her neck?
Yes. Clearly, that's what that means.
I think maturity is about awareness. And when you can identify that some people aren't aware, and when I say aware, I mean socially multifaceted awareness. Okay.
Right, you gotta have control of your emotions. That's one of the things that I think of when I hear
self-discipline, all that.
So you think she wasn't in control of her emotions when she divorced her husband?
No, she was not. Tia Mowry was absolutely not in control of her emotions when she divorced her husband because she had no reason to divorce him. He's a good man. He's nice looking.
Had to deal with it.
He's worth $3 million.
I meant to Google that.
Maybe he's a farter.
What?
There are some things in bed you just can't tolerate. Like,
hey, listen, so you saying that it's a possibility that she could have broke up with him because he's human?
It happens.
Slap him in the back of head. Babe, when you were sleeping, you farted. What you want him to do? Wake up and go to the bathroom?
Some people like they snore. There are intolerances that the quirks, let's call them quirks, right? Because actually it's not grounds for divorce, but it is a quirk. It's like it irks me. It irks me so much that I can't concentrate on anything else productive in my life because this particular thing, 2, 3, or 4 things irk me about you. That's a problem.
Oh man.
Straight up. And what's really weird, we we gonna really pretend like there aren't grandmamas and granddaddies that aren't sleeping in separate rooms out here? It's a thing.
That is very true. I'm starting to find out that a lot of long lasting relationships, people have separate beds. I had no idea.
Yeah, they ain't sleeping together. It's like
It makes
but-
sense.
go ahead, babe.
Yeah, it makes sense now that I'm starting to hear it a lot more. It makes a lot more sense to I'm like, oh, that's what's really going on. Like it's some, like one person I know, like, because he snores so much or snores so badly, he got to sleep on the couch in his own house. That's crazy.
Like
he need to get a
fun
CPAP.
time.
Why he don't sleep with his CPAP machine on?
What the hell is a CPAP?
Oh, it keeps you from snoring.
It looked
It's
like
the
that
machine that you wear when you sleep, and it keeps you from snoring.
mask with tubes coming out of it.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it's a contraption, but like, yo, you ain't gonna be making all that noise in my room.
Shit, well, I'm not going to deal with a woman that don't enjoy my snoring. My snoring better sound like some classical music to you.
Bad feet, right? Bad feet. Like there are guys that refuse to take care of their feet and like
So pedicures is a problem for you, Mella?
but then they play it off by sleeping in socks. And it's like, no.
Yeah, but that's a small thing. It's like we can go get pedicures together, right?
But what if he doesn't want to?
He will.
No, there are men that be like, I don't want nobody touching my feet.
He will.
He said, well, if you want to touch these viscous innards, then you better let somebody touch your goddamn shack.
Right. Like something like that. If your man is telling you, no, I don't want to go and get a pedicure with you, when you saying, hey, let's go get a pedicure, you need a pedicure just as much as I do. Like, to me, why are you with that man? Right? Something as simple as that, he's not willing to budge on.
Right?
Oh
you get all the equipment and you just like, look, baby, I'm gonna cater.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. We going to the Asian people,
Oh,
and we gonna sit next to each other in the little chairs, the massage chairs, and while they bubble the water around our feet and throw the shit in that, right? But so something as simple as that, if the man can't do that for you, like, what are we doing?
Exactly. And there's all kinds of crazy guys out here. They don't want nobody touching you. Like if you tell them you went to get a massage and they have a heart attack about it, that's crazy.
It better be a woman massaging you, goddammit.
What does it make?
Huh?
Me and Victor have a standing appointment.
Well, shit, we get together. Victor y'all gonna have to quit. You gonna have to quit, Victor. That's it. Ain't nobody else rubbing on my baby's back. Shit.
Victor,
that bullshit.
I've had a professional relationship for 3 years.
Well,
Stop
you
it.
and Victor is gonna get broken up, or something's gonna break on Victor. Goddamn it. Shit.
It's about the technique, not the person.
Shit.
Whoever's best qualified to perform the massage technique, whether they're a man or a woman, that's what you want. You want the technique exercised on your body.
So, Mella, so you telling me we dating? I tell you, hey, listen, Victor been rubbing me for the past 3 years. He get all the kinks on my back.
He did.
Nobody care about Victor. We just care about the technique.
I'm keeping
Victor. About
Victor.
the relief.
Absolutely not.
I'm in love with my masseuse.
Absolutely not. You're gonna have to fire your masseuse because I know how I get my massage.
You know what?
You get your man to massage your back, and next thing you know, he doing it wrong. And it's like sometimes you got to get, a professional massage. And
I got a standing spa day once a month. Me and Victor.
Well, Victor better turn to goddamn Vicky. Nope. Shit. Absolutely.
What
not.
if I told you he or she is a he or she? Like, does it really matter? Like, say for instance, if I just told you,
if my woman wants a goddamn personal trainer, it better be a woman. and my wife want a goddamn masseuse, it better be a woman.
Okay,
My wife
so
want a
it's like
goddamn
that.
pedicurist, it better be a woman.
Okay,
Really?
it's
Stop
like
it.
that. Okay, it's like that.
Absolutely. I could deal with
Think about it, Diva.
I could
Wouldn't
deal
we
with
as
some.
women feel some type of way if some woman was like giving our guy some professional physical services? Wouldn't we feel some type of way? That's how it was presented to me. He was like, "How would you feel if some woman was rubbing all up on me?"
It's like, damn. No,
Okay.
Diva, no. I come outside the massage parlor like, damn, Vicky, the way how you was rubbing on these thighs, I could really walk now. I feel like I could jump everywhere.
Yeah, like what if a woman was giving your man a lymphatic massage? And when I say lymphatic massage, you all who know, when you're giving a lymphatic massage, all types of close to personals happen. And it's relieving. It's actually very, very therapeutic and relieving. But it is an issue as to what gender is touching your loved one. That can be an issue.
Mela, that thing is a muscle too. So I want her to massage that too, goddammit.
You know what? It's
Nah,
not.
you went too far.
I'm just saying, I just need a little rub. I just need a little bit more to the back rub. I need you to rub
going
it
to
out.
jail.
Yeah, you put some lettuce, chicken, onions, and tomatoes on top of
You
that.
going to jail.
Hey, listen, I don't know. Y'all know if y'all heard about what's going on in Queens, but
What happened? What's going on in Queens?
Oh, Victor better not be in Queens. I know that. That means it's going down.
Oh, really?
In Queens, I'm talking about 7 a.m. You can walk down the street in Queens in Astoria Boulevard. It's lit. They just outside. What you need? How much? We got $60. Okay. It's like, what the hell?
You want my side?
It's crazy out there. I mean, wide on the street. They don't care about police and nothing.
Happy ending, sir.
It is crazy. I'm talking about. It's mostly Spanish too. That's the weirdest part. It's mostly Spanish women. Well, Latino women, I should say. So that's why I be always bugged me out when they be trying to compare the Latino woman to a Latino woman popping it.
It broke you long time.
Shit, that's why it's so hot and spicy.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So that's it. You can't have no man doing nothing. Absolutely not.
Damn.
Nope.
Damn, the strongest.
Listen, I'm so much for women empowered. My wife mechanic better be a damn woman.
You know what?
Wow.
That's right. We're gonna be woman empowered in this motherfucker. Shit.
It's like, baby, I got the oil change at the dealership. Was it a man or a woman?
Absolutely. I wanna know. Wow. No, I be feeling the way. I don't really want to. I really don't even want a goddamn male hair barber.
Okay.
It's just hard to find a good female that is cheap.
Yeah.
Most of the time, women, all the women barbers nowadays, they got to twerk and shit. It's like, no, I just want a regular haircut.
I had to go to a different.
Wait, that's part of the service. Twerking is part of the haircut.
Yeah.
Not for real. Stop it.
PhD, you think I'm lying?
Yes. Nobody's twerking and giving a damn haircut. Stop it.
PhD, but don't make me send you some video.
Keep on coming back.
Don't make me send you some video. I promise you're gonna be sounding like shit. Maybe I need to get a haircut. Over there in Dykeman, Diva. That's the only service you can get. There's no more male barbers.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. Over there in Dykeman in New York, you go outside.
Are they showing cleavage too?
It looked like a strip club with clippers. It's fucking crazy there. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I just want a regular haircut. I don't want no $200 haircut.
I got a pole face.
You would think that women were giving the more, I I guess upscale spa experience haircut. Like, so they cut your hair, they, you know, do the beard stuff, they give you a facial with it, you know, they give you a glass of champagne.
Right, that's what you think, but no, it don't come with no champagne or no massage. It comes with goddamn booty and buffalo wings.
And some shampoo.
I blame Hooters. I blame Hooters. I think Hooters established the standard of what it takes to keep men coming back.
Yo, Trish, I'm telling you, it's up there in Dykeman. It is crazy. It's insane. And they got some nice booties too.
So why you don't want that haircut then? Why you just want
It's too expensive. I can't keep doing that.
How much it cost?
It's like $200.
Oh yeah, are you serious?
Yeah.
For a haircut?
I mean, a regular haircut in New York now is about like $60. So.
Whoa. Wait, and that's with the beard stuff too? Like they trim your beard?
You get your beard, that's a full $100. You get your beard and a haircut, that's $100.
Are you serious?
That's without a style.
Yeah, that's on my regular fade.
Just regular fade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a low cut Caesar, but I wasn't paying that much.
Yeah, the prices is insane now. Unless you go to like you gotta go to where like it's like crackheads hanging outside. Hey, listen, the haircut's gonna be good, but it's gonna take a long time because you know the person that's cutting your hair, he might fall asleep because he's so fiended out.
No wonder people are growing dreadlocks.
Damn.
Hey man, telling you, demon shit is weird out here.
That's hilarious.
I was pissed off. It took me like 2 hours to get a haircut one time. I ain't gonna lie, he had it fresh though, Diva, but he kept falling asleep.
How you spell Dykeman?
D-Y.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, look it up. Watch, you gonna be like, what? This shit is for real?
Yeah.
Do they use any special essential oils? What does the package include? That's crazy.
That's right. Hola, $80 for a haircut. That's in the hood too. We're not even talking about like in Manhattan. Manhattan, forget, it's like 120, 140.
I mean, I've heard of inflation,
That's
but
crazy. I need to start cutting hair.
I'm talking about like $50 in the hood.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it only take like what, half an hour to cut hair, if that long, like 20 minutes.
After you get in the chair, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I've sat in a barber shop and watched my man's hair being catered to, and I only did it once because you know it's a boring situation. So, but I sat there and I'm watching the process. It doesn't seem like it's about $80. It doesn't seem like an $80 job.
Yeah, but it's usually like about I think like in the hood now, like nowadays it's like the hood knows, so now they trying to do it like around like $40. You know what I mean? So people can start coming there a little bit more but you go outside the hood, yeah, that shit crazy. They try to make it like it's a real experience. You walk in, they want to say, "Do you have an appointment?" Shut up and cut my hair, bro.
Oh wow!
As we do, I got no damn appointment. Ain't nobody sitting in your chair. You ask me if I got an appointment for.
I've seen sports themed barbershops in a mall. I don't know what they charge, but you know they're empty. You know,
it's
like
so expensive, yeah. Whenever
I would go to the mall to take care of things that I'm looking for, I would walk past that little that barbershop, that sports themed barbershop, and it's just always those two guys just, you know, just in there jibber jabbering. I don't see customers, but it's a very, very, you know, entertaining looking spot. It looked like someplace you want to sit down and chill, you know. But
yeah, that's what the barbershop used to be. It used to be hangout spot, and then late at night it had some strippers.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody hanging out there.
Yeah, that was the spot. You go hang out in the barbershop, get a fresh cut, then you wait till the store closed when the barbers start drinking, and then next you know, strippers is there and you playing poker. So it used to be a good time.
Oh, okay.
But it is my wife's birthday in a half an hour.
Happy
So
birthday to your wife in a half an hour. That's awesome.
yeah,
Happy birthday.
Ain't nothing like a birthday celebration, child.
absolutely. And I'm gonna
And a good
celebrate.
love and all through the night.
Yep, right in
And
between,
then
she's about to give
again.
her her
And then
gift right now.
again.
She about to get an early gift.
What is it? Diamonds?
Mm-mm.
That you better have more than that.
It starts with a D though.
You better have more than that.
And a good love and all through the night.
You say, I see that every day. No, thank you.
Mm-mm. I do a
So
little extra dance.
did you refrain from the plenty good love
The
and just so
helicopter
you can
dance.
give it to her on
I
a
put her in
birthday?
the vortex, Diva. I put
Not for real.
So I gotta really work out the time. I think I'm a attempt to do.
Don't forget to do your push-ups first.
Uh-oh. That's right. Get the push pumped up. I think I'm gonna try to do six in the afternoon, Diva. I gotta figure out the timing because oh man, these people be stressing me out at this goddamn job site, Diva. Oh my goodness.
Really?
Man.
You supposed to be whipping them into shape.
Man, dude got shocked because he cutting wires he ain't supposed to cut.
What?
And then another dude, he hit a wrong wire. Now the goddamn fire department is there.
Oh no.
What the fuck is going on with y'all?
Incompetent, huh?
They taking you through it.
So you have
Earn
to
this
improvise incompetent people. That's terrible.
These are union workers, so I don't really got no choice in the matter. So the union sent them. But oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. And these are grown men too. Ain't
So
nobody-
they're gonna file
it's not one
grievances,
person
right?
there's not one person under 40 on the damn job site.
Oh wow.
So everybody got hip replacements. This one dude, he's so goddamn big. He's about like 5 of me.
Mm-hmm.
And then something was rolling, it's about to hit somebody car. He tried to run. It was the funniest thing. I almost died. And when I see him run, the only thing I heard when I see him running was the camera saying boom, 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 boom. I was in tears. Oh my god!
Just lava lamp all over the place.
Mm-hmm. It was wild, but
Jiggling.
But we getting it together. We had to knock down a whole bunch of oh man. And then the ceiling is 20 feet high.
You decompressed from your job, if you don't mind me asking, please. How do you decompress from your job, your workplace responsibilities? Because
I'll leave that shit right there. I don't bring that
you,
shit
you know how to do that? You know how to just separate?
Yep, I do not bring that shit home at all. I don't talk about it when I come through that door. When I come home, I'm with my family.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Yeah, I don't do that.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I know what I got myself into. I've been doing it for like 20 years. So even though it's stressful, it's like a stress that I'm kind of used to. So it ain't no.
When I was in the Air Force, I worked hard. However, I partied harder to make up for working hard. I wouldn't recommend that. There are people that think because they work hard for their 7.5 or what have you, they deserve to party hard.
Right.
And it's about conserving your longevity. You know, you signed up for the gig.
That's it. Let's get it done.
Do the gig and maintain your longevity.
Right, Malika, they asked me, can we take off Friday? No.
What, after the 4th? The Friday after the 4th?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a holiday.
No, the 4th is a holiday. I was like, man, your ass wasn't free anyway. What the hell you celebrating?
Wow.
You were still slaying with that.
You got a point.
Whatever. I'm taking Friday.
The 4th of July hit different for Black folks. You got a point.
And look, they and then when I try to get them Juneteenth off, right? They like, what, it's a holiday? You coming to work Friday for sure.
You'd be surprised how many people didn't realize Juneteenth was a holiday. That was shocking to me. I was like, you don't keep up with current events, huh?
The crazy thing, I always took it off.
Well,
I always took that day off, and I always take Malcolm X Day off.
One of
What
my
his
white
birthday?
coworkers tried to schedule a meeting on that day. I was like, y'all can do it, but I ain't gonna be here. So fill me in
I
the
know,
next
right?
day. But we were all off anyway, so I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah. People still not really adjusted, but I took that shit off anyway.
All right.
Hell yeah. People like, what happened? What you mean? This is my Independence Day, bitch. Tell you
Right.
so when they come with, they can miss with this 4th of July barbecue and fireworks shit. Get out of here. People lose fingers for it. I never really celebrated it anyway.
Let them people take
Even
pride.
though where I live at, I could see the whole fireworks. So I don't gotta go nowhere.
Let them people have a 4-day weekend.
So I'm be just sitting looking in my window, watching all the fireworks. It'd be cool too. Like I didn't know it would be that something much.
Yeah.
Oh
it'd
yeah,
be
they're
so
elaborate.
intricate.
Yeah, they're elaborate now.
But it's loud though.
It is loud.
Fireworks.
It is loud as hell. I'm talking about the Macy's fireworks show.
Oh, okay. You can see that.
Yeah,
Where you
I can
are?
see it.
Okay.
People like they be asking me to do part. They're like, oh, let me. Nope. Nope. You go south there with the common folk.
Charge their asses. We selling tickets.
Oh god.
You know what I did when my child was very young? And judge me for this if you will. I took him on the rooftop of the parking lot of a movie theater because we watched a movie. I think it was Prince of Egypt or something. But anyway, we watched a movie and I came up with the idea. I was like, instead of going home, let's go to the rooftop and watch the panoramic view of this city's celebrations. And he loved it. He absolutely loved it because it was a panoramic view. You know, at the time we didn't have this, this specific address, but he just loved the panoramic view. Watching the fireworks throughout the entire city. I'm talking Chicago,
Okay.
and it was just a great location. You just on the road. And then the next year we did it again and it was like people there. Because at first it was just he and I. And then the next year it was like maybe a little less than 20 people. And then next year it was 50 people.
Yikes.
60 people, 70 people, 80 people, 100 people. It started to catch on. You know what I'm saying? Because the security guard came up there. It's like, what are you guys doing up here? And it was like, we're watching the fireworks. And he was like, oh, that's a good idea. And next year, that's when more people started coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. I guess I said all that to say, maintain your advisement about what Diva mentioned, charging people to enjoy your view. That might be an innovative endeavor for you, charge them for it,
I feel you.
Fuck that noise, get paid.
It is an experience though, to see it up close to the experience. Just like seeing the ball drop in real life is pretty dope.
Do no harm, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Be sassy, dusty, and gets no cheeks. But we already knew that. I literally had a white man explain it to me, shaking my head.
Damn, Jack.
Do no harm, Jack. Sorry, I haven't hit the SC. What's the super chat? I'm annoying and broke. Do no harm, Jack. I figure you guys will be fine with my commentary.
Jack's crazy. Yeah, like some of those events is dope. Like we used to go to the ball drop every year.
I've never been to New York. For whatever reason, I just never wanted to go. I done been, to all sorts of countries and whatnot, but
I
want to
get
never
back to
wanted
this.
to
How
go
he
to
gonna
New
lay
York.
pipe for the birthday?
So you never at all been to New York City?
No.
In your life?
In my life, I've never gone to New York City.
Shit.
And my sister keep going like, yeah, you should go. You'll like it. Because she ain't really been nowhere because she's scared to fly and all that. But she been to New York. So
I was 9 years old. That's about it.
I think you will like New York because it's kind of like your personality. It got the you could be classy and then you could go right across the street and be ratchet in the same block. You could do both on the same
Is
block.
it true that they're like the garbage
Not
is in the
classy.
front of the address? Like, is it true that the garbage is out front and not there's no alleys?
No, they got rid of most. It's only about like 10 alleys left in New York City.
Well, see,
See,
that's
And,
the thing. I
that
don't
and
want
mostly
to
I
see no
think
only
rats.
yeah,
and mostly
that's
only
not
the
cool.
criminals know where those alleys at.
I don't want to see no rats.
Uh
Uh,
I
so
heard
I don't want
about
to
the
see no
garbage
rats.
strike way back in the day, and it was outrageous.
yeah, they got rid of most of that. It's only about like 10 left. But the garbage is really on certain days, so it's not on the street all the time. And it depends on
He
what
said
part
all
of the
the
city
time.
you go. Yeah, it depends on what part of the city you go to. Like so,
Just
like
ask the
if
Department of
people like to
Tourism
walk, yeah,
when the garbage is on the street.
yeah. People probably love it because it's a walking city. Like you could walk anywhere, and you could get to like like you could walk across the Brooklyn Bridge from Manhattan to Brooklyn, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great walk. It's
I don't
a
know.
good walk.
I just be like, it's all those people there. Somebody gonna bump into me, then we gonna fight, and then they gonna stab me.
Nah, so that's really like only like if you go to like first of all, the real crowded area is like 42nd Street. That's where the tourists go, right? And there's really nothing to do there, really. It's just to see a whole bunch of lights. But like if you go hanging out in New York, like you're not gonna be in like the tourist spots.
But I do want to go. What's that place? Something Square.
There's a lot of
Times
squares.
Square.
They got
Times
Union
Square.
Square, Washington Square.
Times Square. Isn't that what it's called?
Oh yeah, you can go there. But
What's the park? Central Park. I would want to do that stuff too. I want to go to
see,
a
like
Broadway
Central Park,
show.
that thing is huge. It goes all the way from 50 to 100 and like 14th Street.
Oh wow.
So it's huge. So like if you like to walk around and stuff, they got a zoo in there. They got a really expensive restaurant in there that you would probably love.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. They usually playing classical music in there.
Oh wow. Okay.
So Central Park is really dope. Bryant Park got another nice restaurant as well. Bryant Park is lit in the summertime. They play free movies.
Where's
They-
all the Black history at?
It's scattered, to be honest.
Okay.
But if you want to get the most, you probably have to go to different parts of Brooklyn.
Okay.
Like in different parts of Brooklyn got different things going on. But like downtown Brooklyn is lit.
I thought it would be Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yeah, Brooklyn is lit. It depends on what you're looking for history. What kind of history you looking for?
Just whatever with Black people. I just like whenever I travel to a city, I like to like visit their Black History Museum and just kind of find out about what Black people did in that.
Then that's
Right.
Yeah, that's in Harlem. So you'll be loving Harlem.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Harlem is that dope. I actually got a friend that lives in the Carter. You know what the Carter is?
I've heard it before.
That's where they filmed the movie New Jack City.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, like, I know it's from a movie.
Yeah, that's the Carter. It's really nice now, but they actually had a whole big. It was crazy. The Carter was great, but it's really dope. It's some dope places. Got a lot of. New York is good. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
You get to have everything. You can be ratchet and upscale at the same time. It's crazy. And then you can even go to the village and hang out with the the
other folks.
Yeah, they wild. They are wild. Because if you go to the village is weird because the village it got this row of bars. They got probably like 200 bars in like a 5-block radius.
Damn.
And they got every kind of whatever you looking for.
They got
it. But that's the dope spot. It's right next to West 4th Street. It's crazy. Yeah, it's fun. But Brooklyn is lit now, though. Brooklyn is where it's at now, though.
Is that right?
Yeah, Brooklyn is lit.
Okay. Yeah, my sister is convinced that I would enjoy it, but I was just like, I don't want to go there.
It got a lot of well, I know a lot of places where it's they secrets too. They got like a lot of secret bars and stuff.
Oh, okay. Not
So like, it's this one bar, is a bar that's inside of a supermarket. It's wild. I told, you know what I'm saying? So you go there, and then it got regular mothers in there with their babies. They're just trying to be quiet and everything. And then you go in there and say, "Hey, table for two." They like, "It's a bar in here. Where is it?" I mean, the last time I went there, this lady's like, "I've been shopping here for 10 years. I never knew it was a bar here." That's how secret it is.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
it'd be some dope spots. And then they got some fake secret spots too. Like it got this pawn shop in New York City that once you walk through the pawn shop is a restaurant in the back.
So why is that a fake secret spot?
Because everybody know.
Oh, okay.
They ain't holding water.
So they say meet me at the pawn shop for dinner.
Exactly. Everybody know that spot. Like it looks secret, like if you never been, but everybody in New York City know about it.
Okay.
So, and it got this other club. You gotta every month the password change. You gotta be a member just to even get in. Yeah, it's so crazy because like when you walk up, it's nobody outside. Like it'll like you should not be there at all. It'll like something like out of a Ninja Turtle movie or some shit. Like it's like you can see April O'Neil pop up. And then you say the secret word and you go outside. It's like, oh shit, all the cool people here.
Okay.
This is crazy. New York is bugged.
Do no harm, Jack. He's sassy, dusty, and gets no cheeks. Where the white women's at? How long y'all up tonight?
Well, we about to go. I got 10 minutes now talking with y'all, hanging out. All right,
It's been a pleasure, that's for sure.
Yes, you know, the night is getting more and more enjoyable. It's a little bit less fake people. It seems like the people just want to just hang out and chill out with us.
Do no harm, Jack. Before I come through, what's the topic, Sharon?
It's right there. Can you read
emotional maturity or not?
That's what we was talking about. But all right, so I got 10 minutes. I gotta go and do my nasty thing.
You should go early. Cut the 10 minutes short, man. Go add 10 minutes to your nasty thing. Okay, do no harm, Jack. Shit, never mind.
I don't know. Shut up. I got about 9 minutes.
Teddy Pendergrass is a good soundtrack.
I never did no music really. I made my own
but this the birthday. You got to spruce it up.
Yeah, I be making my own music.
Oh,
close the door.
Listen, everybody
try to pipe down tonight.
All I'm saying that everybody in my neighborhood knows my name, and I ain't. I never met him. So,
do you know your wife's favorite song? Anyway, you don't have to answer that. I'm just saying, any event that you do know that.
But her favorite music is like she like ghetto music.
Like who music?
Ghetto music. She don't like no sweet songs. Like whenever I'm playing like R&B, she's like, "What's all this crying shit?"
We're doing it, baby. Go ahead, baby. We're doing it, baby.
Crying. The only person that she allowed to sing is Usher. That's it.
Usher? She like
That's
Usher?
it. Yeah, she like that band. So we ain't going to no concerts.
Why not? Let Usher come serenade your woman.
I'm not an Usher person, yeah.
Anya, tell Sharon to send you to the Chris Brown meet and greet.
I'll turn it to Drake or Quavo.
But you know, Usher does have the best teeth in the business, though.
Oh, God.
Some women are attracted to a smile, you know. Usher got those teeth. I'll give him that. Everything else is kind of trash, though.
All right, y'all. I'll scream at y'all. Shout out to Jack for being a sponsor of the show. I appreciate you. I'm working on my schedule and so I can get back to being consistent because I didn't map that out properly, especially in the summertime. It's so much difficult, but because the children, we don't homeschool them in the summertime. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that's a really difficult part for me right now. But I will see y'all, I believe, mañana. I don't know. Depends on what the wife want to do.
I enjoyed
Take her out for her
you.
birthday.
Take her out somewhere with
Yes.
those damn crazy ass children. All right, maybe.
Drop the kids off somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop some kids off somewhere.
Remain joyful and encouraged.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go drop the kids off right now.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night.
All right. Joyfulness